Sure.
This is why Fnatic pick it, because it's technically a very CT-sided map. Depending on who can pick up the pistol, that's obviously a huge factor going into this one. But here we go then, let's make some noise, yeah. Nice one, we got some hype here today. Okay then, so it's going to be Fnatic on the CT side, VP on the T side. We'll have a look at the buy being presented by VP going into this one. 3 sets of armor, and I'll make that 4. And Taz is going to be the utility player. All players making their way towards the inside bomb site, which is normally preferred here going in. 1 smoke down to lower ramp, and they're going to go all 5 men into this area right now.
They do have the 3rd man on this B site, though. JW's here to help. Watch Olaf so close on this upper tunnel. He actually picks up 2, 3 before he goes down, and Snacks. He responds, but 3 headshots from the USP. All JW needs to do is hold it together, but he doesn't. Snacks gets back in the site, and he'll fight forward as it is down to 3 versus 2. Taz has joined in. Need to try and get this bomb plant down, but the bomb's actually shifted. It's gone back toward A. If Taz can hold him here, there's a great chance they'll get the plant. The problem is that Taz is going to be far away and gone. So it's down to a 2 versus 1. Snacks, the man who silenced Olaf and pulled the round back together, has to clutch it out as well. As Flush is going on the hunt first, he'll lead the charge. And Snacks has gone to a post-plant position, but low HP, and Flush has spotted him already. Not killed him yet, though, with the USP. And Snacks actually turns and finds Crims as they tried to pinch him together, and there's no kit. So now Snacks has a phenomenal chance of winning this round. And Flush is still on the search, although he's low HP. Flush finally gets him, but does he have time? I don't think so. It's done. It's over. Oh, he's picked up a kit. He's picked up a kit.
It's going to be fine. There it is. So yeah, we saw the full inside rush coming in from VP there. That's normally quite a traditional tactic. You get the smoke down, some flashes coming in, but Olafmeister, I'd love to see how he got those 3 flags. I think we missed those on screen, but that must have been absolutely sick, him, what position he was in. I'm sure we're going to get the replay of this right now. So he's towards the upper ramp. He's by himself. The Glocks here have the advantage, or technically should do. Look at this. They're all facing the corner at the same time. He picks up 3 headshots there with the USP. At that sort of range, spamming the USP is normally not really viable.
Exactly.
But he somehow pulls it off, and VP do get the bomb down though. So they're not going to be doing the force buy this time. They're going to be getting more PT50s and Deagles, and you'd assume AKs coming out next round. Fnatic this time going to be having the Scout and 2 SMGs and 2 M4s. So they're going to be keeping things long range in the outside yard. It seems smoking off Pop Dog for now, but the bomb making its way towards the inside. And I think the flares have been spotted by Flusher, and he's going to make his way back to more passive position on the inside after he's got his information.
So we'll see if this M4 goes to work. Pasha down on 16. Flusha is going to be faced with at least 3 Virtus.pro players walking into upper any minute. And he just spots them on the second chance, takes down Taz quite quickly as well with that M4. Still looking to try and work in toward this side. Olafmeister has come over toward the connector at least, but this is going slow now for VP.
The thing is, they haven't got any utility to get into this bomb site. After losing a man and another player on very low HP, there's not really much they can do. They can jump down the lower ramp. You see Bialy just trying to bait out some shots or even grenades. They're going to get ripped apart, and there it is. Flash on Olafmeister. Pretty simple kills. They're not really much to talk about. This next round is where it gets interesting, right? This is where they get the AK-47s out, and they should be able to get some smokes as well. We can see Snacks actually has 5k. He could get the little chance AWP out to surprise him, and he actually will do that as well. We talk about him picking up the role of the AWPer on some of the maps here, especially on Inferno, and it seems like Train is one he's confident to pull out as well. So CTs are going to be aware of this buy, but I don't think they're going to be anticipating the AWP coming out so soon. They have got a Scout and a UMP as well here, so this could be one of the rounds where VP get back into this series.
Yep, very aggressive. All in the first round plant. Imagine they get the bomb down in the second round as well. How much more utility they'd have to go with it. And there it is. Snacks catches JW with the early up. Pasha follows up and Crims is down. And they've opened up Ivy completely as Pronax. He's gone as well. Neo's above the ladder. Olaf's below it. We'll see if they confront each other soon. But he's all that's left now because Flush is taken by Bialy. And this is firmly in the hands of Virtus.pro. Snacks goes down. It's Pasha and Bialy on low HP, but the rest of them are in good faith. And Neo will find the kill.
So that came down to Snacks getting all those kills in the pistol round. He planted the bomb, got an extra $300 bonus for himself. So he has that decent money going into it, finds that first pick. And like I said, I don't think Fnatic were even anticipating that could be a chance going into that one. So the kills just flowing into Virtus.pro's hands there. And they go 2-1. But the thing is, this is not over yet. We know Fnatic love to bounce back on a force buy as well. They're going to be coming in. CZs, Max 7s. Not going to have any kits. They've got some utility, 4 smoke grenades and some HEs. And see if they can bounce back into this one. Max 7's going to be on JW, but don't discount him on that. We know how powerful he can be with this weapon.
Weird thing is that 3 rounds in and 2 rounds going to Fnatic, 2 players have all the kills. Flusha and Olafmeister on 4 and 7. Interesting note.
We saw JW push the inside lower ramp there. Actually did some decent damage to Pronax picks up the first kill there, taking down Pasha. Bialy bites back though, making it to a 4-on-4.
Neo's position as well. Inside that smoke at ladder room as they try and open up the site from all angles, including Ivy, where Bialy takes down JW, but Olafmeister gets back in with at least one on Neo. And that slows down the push from ladder, which means they're locked inside quad, but Bialy and Taz will find 2 kills on the site, and Flusha is left alone. A small chance that Fnatic could have locked them inside that quad position, but it's gone and the bomb's planted. Virtus.pro look to tie the game very early, and this time it will definitely force them back onto pistols.
Absolutely. They're just using the advantage of having the AKs in their hand. They didn't really have to do any sort of tactical execution. Spread out across the map, face some choke points, and then the CTs didn't really have a chance. You saw Taz getting out towards those backtracks there, finding JW the Mag 7 in his hand. They tried to push inside for some early information. They got it, didn't really inflict any damage there, and that just told the terrorists to go outside in this situation. It's taken them a long time to even rotate back into it. So now VP definitely with the upper hand. They get snacked on the AWP still, and like you mentioned, it's going to force Fnatic onto pretty much a full eco here. A couple of PC50s, but that's about it. They're going to be pushing inside of 2 players, and will they be able to find anything with this? It's going to be heading towards Pop Dogs, trying to get into it. Bialy opens it up.
Again, first kill for Virtus.pro, and Pasha's now got Pronax from hell. That gives much more room to work in that quad position, get closer to the A-bomb site, and they're doing exactly that as they look to plant already against these pistols who have yet to find a kill. However, look at Pasha's HP. Just 1.
Well, I don't think it's going to matter too much. It just is JW's the last man remaining in connected. He takes some damage. He is fully flashed as well, making his way out of there. They've got that P250 in hand, but not really much to save apart from that. Wants to see if he can get a cheeky kill going into this one, but Snacks is having none of it. And there he goes. Taz gets the final blow there onto Fnatic, and that puts VP in the lead here. 3 plays 2 on the T side of D-Train. And now you can see the economy for Fnatic still not being stabilized just yet. They will be buying up into this one, but it's still going to be a very weak buy. And this can be an absolute nightmare situation for the counter-terrorists, because losing this one means it's just going to spiral out of control for them. They need to actually win this round and start building some decent bank of money. If they can win this round without losing more than 2 players, that would be ideal. But obviously, a mammoth task here, when VP know they have the upper hand in terms of the economy. They can just doing those outside fast pushes, and the CTs basically just don't have enough grenades or incendiaries to hold them off. Pronax is looking like he's going for an aggressive play towards Ivy. He's smoking off close. Sitting behind that ticker booth there as they do the boost.
Yeah, through the window, try and spot anyone on top of the trains. There's no one to be found, but it is cool. Yeah, definitely something to note. It's always interesting how they find those little angles that seemingly are so small, but in the chance that he spots someone there, how huge would it be? As now Neo has to work toward hell, and it's not been spotted. Snacks does eventually get Pronax. The Crimps trades it this time, so Fnatic don't give up too many men early on. Smoke off on the left, Bialy to look right. This will give him a push to help out at hell. Try and take quad, manages to do so against JW, and they keep both members alive, and now the kills are not being traded. Fnatic just gets back with one as Olaf finds Pasha. It's low HP on Bialy and Neo, but Olaf's in even worse state, and they're on either side.
Yeah, this is a huge problem for the CTs. When they can't actually get the AWP out, it means they can't anchor certain positions, they can't face angles as well, and they haven't got kits, they've got very low utility. They need to be finding frags early on to stop that T bomb going down. You can see Snacks there just finding that opening frag. The CTs have to react in that scenario. They can't just sit back and allow the Ts to come onto the bomb side. They need to be facing angles and trying to respond in that manner. But look at this.
Yep.
Fnatic will actually be going for another pretty much full force into this one. We can see Olaf saving some cash, but JW and Flusha going in at the max 7s, Pronax as well, and Krim's getting 5-7s and CZs respectively. So let's see how they go into this round. Once again, pushing that lower ramp. It's going to be the 2 guys with shotguns doing that as well. This could be interesting, but I don't really see it working out for them. They're not going to find any Ts going into this.
JW, the shotgun specialist, so far hasn't spotted anyone, as you say, and they walk into the bomb site with the nade and the AKs. They find JW. He's down already, but watch out, Snacks is still there, so Bialy will drop in the end. They now know where both Fnatic players are, though, and even though they haven't planted the bomb just yet, they'll get all the kills instead. 5 rounds now for Virtus.pro, and you have to start to question Fnatic's force buy antics, because this is how they've slipped away from games in the past, and maybe it's a case of knowing that Train favors Virtus.pro and trying to catch them off early, but it's definitely hurt them here.
Well, this is the thing. Had they not done that, they could actually have a decent buy here. You see, they're a maximum loss bonus right now. It means they would actually be like 5.5k each going into this round, and they would have a serious chance of actually, it would be a glass cannon or perhaps, but they'd have a chance of locking down that Snacks AWP, who seems to be firing on all cylinders right now. So this time they can go for more of the quasi buy. They've got the CZs, the Desert Eagle. Olaf's got a P250, but not really much they can do. They picked up some HEs to try and stop that early outside push, for example, but now the bomb making its way towards Ivy. And the Fnatic guys just closing in on the key choke points towards outside. Going to be pushing in there as well. Neo, though, looks like he's going to get this kill onto Olafide just to spot the leg there, but not going to land the shot just yet. Big grenade, though.
JW's getting very close to Taz inside main. He goes down. JW's still on a goose egg right now, by the way, to get his first frag in this round, and now they'll walk in through Ivy. Didn't even know that animation was there, actually, that wall that falls out. That was interesting.
I didn't know what a goose egg was.
Sorry, hockey term.
But yeah, 5 and 2.
Yeah, Neo's walking in. He'll spot Flusha, but just barely gets him. It looked like he might not as he hit the edge of the train with the AK. Leaves Crims. And building the bank now. This is the other thing with that force buy. They only picked up, what was it, 1 or 2 kills? I'll look back here. 2 kills, 1 kill last round, 2 kills the round before. So with not having guns here, they potentially have all 5 alive and will for Virtus.pro. So not only have they hurt their own economy, they've let it swell for Virtus.pro.
Absolutely. And now they go into this with the first real buy. And you can see JW finally gets the AWP out. It's a serious problem for a lot of CT teams, especially on a map like Train. You need to have that AWP being mobile, holding key positions. You can actually face towards upper ramp. You can go towards Ivy. It's a very advantageous weapon to have on this sort of map when you're playing defensive side of D-Train. But Snack's going to be on 9 frags right now, finding opening frags all over the place. Can JW respond? Like he said, yet to find a frag as of yet. So this is a serious chance for him to have a go at this and see what he can do. Flush is going to be going towards the inside bomb site by himself. Now then, JW just watching towards that main entrance. That's normally where Slam comes to play. 3 players for VP heading towards Ivy here. This is aggressive push into main from Fnatic as JW picks up the first frag.
And his first frag,
yes,
importantly, with the AWP, because this Ivy position has been fully in the grasp of Virtus.pro. They've had map control because of it, and this time JW is going to face them. Still 2 players there as Taz and Crims. Play a little game of cat and mouse right now, and Crims may just get out the upper hand. No, Taz gets back with the AK. But the fire's deployed, so he can't walk forward. This will slow Virtus.pro's approach, and now they've got a crossfire set for when Pasha does walk down, and JW's in a very forward position with that AWP, but never doubt JW in an angle like that.
See now, 1 minute remaining on the board. Tees don't really have many smokes left. Only Taz could be holding so far, and that Snack's going down. It's a huge pick from Pronax. Gives Fnatic the first upper hand in a long time, and Taz will be picking up the AWP. 40 seconds, they need to find a pick right now, but just Pronax stifling play from him. Neo finds him on top of the train there, and now they have a real chance to get out of this.
Shots come back in though, and now Fnatic definitely have the lead in the round, but low HP. Pasha trying to get closer, spots 1. It's actually Taz that gets the kill, and Flusha was waiting for Taz, but he's still alive somehow with 20 or rather 34 HP.
Yeah.
AWP in hand, and JW has the same, and he's going to find him first. So it is going to be the 3rd round for Fnatic. They'll split the lead, but they reset the round loss bonus as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So JW finally enters into the game on the 9th round, getting 2 AWP picks there. That was absolutely vital. They needed that to lock it down. We saw Taz playing with the 2 CTs towards our main entrance there. Actually, really clever game sense from him. He's actually aware of what's going on. Molotov one of the players out and then killed the other. I thought that was the round tied up for him, but we know Train is his home map. We always are going to see big play from him. But here we go then. Round number 10. VP on 6, Fnatic on 3, and like you said, the money has been reset for Fnatic now, so they're in a precarious position still. They need to start stringing rounds together. They're going to stabilize this economy as they make their way towards that aggressive play towards main again.
Oh, the flash blinds everyone. Crims does manage to find the kill first, though Bialy gets back to Pronax, but Crims is in a very forward position. Smokes let him get away, and somehow he's not spotted despite the 3 players walked in at once from Virtus.pro. Eventually, Snacks does get him, but now they've got everyone rotated back over onto this A site, and that nearly lines up his teammate. Instead, Flusha just takes them both down. Stumbling over each other gives the man advantage to Fnatic as Pasha pushes forward, recovers the bomb, but needs to get onto this A site quickly. He does have a minute to work with. But I say quickly because the rotation from Flusha is coming through this back alleyway. But they're definitely divided in a way that Pasha could find that pick, but he's not going to look at Flusha pops out. It's the right time. And Fnatic will get back-to-back rounds.
There we go. So Fnatic on a very aggressive stance here, going straight up to the pop dog and main entrance areas, making sure they're pushing through smokes and not allowing VP to execute properly. VP want the smokes to go down. They want Pasha to go hunting for frags. If Fnatic can be that aggressive and up front and flash the tees as they come out, they don't actually have that chance to even go hunting. So they took the fight to them, and you saw Flusha rotating through here. Fantastic work. Tees lining up for him, finds those 2 frags, making it down to the 2-on-1 situation. And Pasha, this is his bread and butter sort of play, going for those lurking frags, but they play very well, synergize, and make sure they go into a 1-2-on-1 situation instead of 2 1-on-1s. So Fnatic, as we said, needed to string a couple of rounds together, and they've done it. And now without that AWP, Snack's going down to 44 HP.
Well, that's the thing. Not only have they avoided the full reset of their economy, they're starting to cut away at Virtus.pro's. Like you say, no op this time for them. 10 kills on 3 players, though. They're definitely out fragging their opponents.
The thing is, though, VP have got such a big advantage already. They can actually experiment some of these more simpler players going towards the inside, simple smokes down, utilizing the players they have. Right now, just going to be trying to get intel towards the inside side. 2 players waiting there. The bomb's going to be above Pop Dog as well, but seems like we have got 1 CT player towards Pop Dog playing very aggressive once again. It's going to be Crims. Just seeing if he can get some, just hear a footstep or anything, but now the T's making their way back out towards outside, it seems. Still have got some utility, only smoke grenades, so you can see that's how it's affected their buy the last round.
Crims is going to wait, and he actually gets gifted, but loses the duel as Neo walks forward, and that will give Virtus.pro the entry they were waiting for. They're all going to go together. Bialy out from main already, flashes himself through. And greets with the flames, though, so it has to slow down, but still gets Pronax, who's not sure which angle he had to approach him. Bialy's not sure where his teammate was, because a bit of damage done. Regardless, bomb is down. And it's left to just JW and Olaf. Snacks is going to take flush up. Low HP on 3, as you pointed out, Henry, but they have to save this.
Yeah, that was a really nice play from VP. I feel like Crims had to do better there. Like you said, it seemed like that kill was tied up for him. He didn't even check it. Missed his spray there, and unfortunately he gets taken down and open up the map. A pretty standard execute from VP. We've seen him doing that a lot, just getting those keys 2 smokes down towards the outside yard and working through them, finding the frags. He used the Molotovs as well to flush the CTs out of their positions, and Bialy and Snacks crucial frags, they get their way out there, and that's going to be quite a damaging round for Fnatic to lose. The money situation now going to be absolutely terrible for them. I think they're probably going to get $1,400 each here, and you can see 3 players, JW, Pronax, and Crims on the 1,500 mark, and no players survive either, so that's going to be potentially now another double eco for them, as VP really are starting to run away from this game, because yesterday they did actually win the first half versus TSM, but I feel like they're going to get even more than 8 this time. You see now the frag board up, Snacks 12 frags.
I mean, the interesting thing about that frag total, by the way, just to point it out, right now there's 27 kills on Fnatic, and 21 of them are from 2 players. Olaf and Flusha doing all the work.
The other thing as well, JW's only had kills in 1 round as well. That was the 1 round he got the AWP, and we're 12 rounds into this game. So we talk about his inconsistency, and now VP making their way into a very set play, just going into inside together, making sure they stick, but all of a sudden Fnatic come to life. Flasher and Olafmeister finding 3 kills.
Those exact 2 guys still with all the kills, but these ones are very important with these pistols, giving themselves a great chance. They've both gone. They've both perished. It's left to Crims, Pronax, and JW as the bomb is planted, and JW's going quick to try and get behind them from these tunnels. Bialy nades onto Crims. He only had 6 HP, so no chance of survival. Bialy spots up 1 more, but JW's still approaching. Snacks might be aware of it at this time because the timing is such that he's not appeared, and they do figure it out.
There we go, got a little bit hairy there. 4 VPs that went the way to inside. We saw kills coming in with the pistols. The Desert Eagle on train can be very deadly with the tight angles and long range you can actually utilize. But now then, Olafmeister actually deciding we can't afford to lose any more rounds here, guys. I would have suggested the double eco in this scenario, but I think they've realized they need to start getting rounds on the board. They could get Famuses and a Mag 7 on the rest of the guys. They're going to rely on Flusher and Olafmeister's the glass cannon orbs and hope it works out for them. It's the replay on the screen there of how those frags came to fruition for Fnatic, but this is big.
I don't even care what guns they have. They can't play 2v5. I mean, we've seen Crims miss an easy spray at ladder. We've seen Pronax die at quad or hell multiple times, just giving up the site. They need those guys to hit the shot. Same with JW. And the round that he did, remember, with the AWP was the round they won.
Well, now it's
one of the rounds they won.
Very fast play towards backtracks here. Pasha leading the charge. We know how strong his AK is on this map. But Flusher coming into close range. AWP finds 2 frags there and brings a sign of life towards Fnatic. Grimsart chiming in as well. Neo bringing it to the 3-on-2 now. But the Fnatic do have the advantage. It goes down to the 2-on-1.
Olafmeister again gets Neo. JW has recovered an AWP, so it's 2 ops in the hands of Fnatic against 1 Virtus.pro player, and that's Taz. Taz on train. It's always fun to watch. He's clutched out so many of these moments before. Now he's going to take down Olaf as well. Gives him a chance to work onto the bomb site. We've got lots of time to do it as well, so he's actually going to slow this play just a little bit. 40 seconds left, but JW, he needs to read this again. Getting in close quarters. Trying to find an appropriate angle, and he's actually being smart about this, not overcommitting to the bomb site. Staying in Z connector will allow him to take the pick, and he's actually heard Taz now running from the CT spawn, and Taz is going to spot him first. No, he actually jumps by, so now JW, if he's stealth enough, can actually catch him off guard, but Taz turns back, JW hits it.
What a round that was to win. JW up against the odds there. No kit. AWP on a retake. No intel as to what's going on. As you said, heard the footstep as he was in connector there. And Taz was so aware as well. He saw that both players were so switched on as to what the situation was coming towards them. And somehow JW coming on the corner, hitting that shot. And this is the close range AWP play from Flusher there. Fantastic stuff from him. And now then, that's the 5th round on the board for Fnatic. Money's still not going to be stable though, after losing so many men to the Famises, and Mag7 coming out once more. Snacks now with the AWP, but so has Neo as well. They're going to be playing a slower game here now. They have been focusing quite heavily on Ivy and trying to get out those backtracks. Didn't work out for them last time, but you see one of those orbs going towards Saturday now and seeing whether they can find a pick here.
JW is the man that needs to do so. Nade into Pronax, puts him a little lower. He'll play close and let JW get the information in the read, but the flash is caught. JW fires through it regardless, and Olaf, meanwhile in the distance, the other side of the map has picked up 1 kill. Taz gets back into him though, so that does mean now Pronax burned alive, that it's back to 3 versus 3. I was going to say it was closer, but now it's dead even as JW is on 28 HP as well. Watch Neo, though, because he's getting good information on the B site right now, all by his lonesome. And Taz is going to potentially react to this as he grabs bomb from main and heads back toward the stairwell into the halls. It's Bialy's task now to at least get 1 more kill, but hold them on the A side as long as possible. And Flush is the first to rotate if he's aware of this. So far, they're not. They do at least find Bialy without him getting a kill, so it gives them the man advantage. But Taz is already on the B site with the bomb going down now, and Neo is staring at the connector, but the timing is set. She looks away and misses the first shot, so now Fnatic can pour into the site with numbers and get closer, but Neo still turns it back. Taz finds 1 more on Flusha. And JW, though, walks back out. He's got a chance down to a 1 versus 1. And it's 2 ops against each other. Neo with the HP advantage, and you pointed it, Henry. This is a perfect call. He's got the Molotov, and he doesn't even need to show himself. You can bounce it off the doorway here, and it's so powerful, especially with JW not having a kit.
What can you do in this scenario? He hasn't got a kit, hasn't got a smoke to defuse
that.
Just game over. As soon as I saw Neo have that kit, that was an instant win round for him. And that's a big one to win as well. JW can survive here. I think he just about gets out, what, 9 HP? 9 HP. That's just a really nice, simple player from Neo. Doesn't even have to face the CT player coming to defuse, and the money once again, absolute tatters for Fnatic as the round number 9 goes in favour of VP. We talk about the train performance being strong on T-side, what a performance has been so far. Feels like Fnatic haven't really turned up. As we keep alluding to, we've got 2 players there, what, 3 and 2 frags. I think that's Crimson Pronax. Olaf Meister stepping up, doing what he can. 16 frags for him, Flasher on 12. The other 3 guys out have been very quiet indeed. Taz on the other side of the map, on the other team, 15 frags, and Bialy on 16. So VP currently heavily in the lead here on the T side. As we go into round number 15, the buy from Fnatic very poor. JW saving his AWP. The rest of the guys on pistol zone.
Pronax again will be down in that Ivy position. Open the floodgates on the A side. They're not going to push through just yet because there is a smoke, and they know there's potential that some sort of a stack is in play, and that is true right now on this A site. Undoubtedly, Olaf Meister's below ladder, and Flush has given up B again, but same play as last time. Neo is the one that's evaluating this. Flush does get 1 kill, make it 2 now as Crims comes in onto Bialy, and Fnatic with these pistols are pulling off kills everywhere. Olaf Meister to get Taz. Snack still has bomb. It's another 2 versus 3. Interestingly, though, they've not been able to pick up any guns from this, but now they've picked up the bomb and a rifle. This becomes desperate for Neo. He does pick up Flusha, as he had the information being deep inside this B site, but he's going to rotate around. Crims is spotted, AK in his hands now as well as he pushed forward to get it, and he's going to hit the shot. 9-6 at half.
Well, the disappointing for Fnatic is they actually won the pistol as well, and only got 6 rounds on the board, and so that's a very disappointing half from them. They're definitely on the favoured CT half as well. 6 rounds, I don't think is enough for them, especially how strong we know the VP CT setup can be. It's going to come down to this pistol, whether Fnatic even have a fighting chance of getting back into this one. So that's going to be a huge factor here. The feature matchup on your screen, pretty equal going into this one. Pasha only on 6 frags there. Normally a map like Train, we expect him to be a lot bigger than that one, but
I'm just waiting for the teams to ready up at this point.
yeah, there's some very quiet Fnatic players.
Oh, man. I mean,
Pronax
Olaf's top fragging in the entire server right now.
Well, that's the thing. Like, they get 6 rounds on the board. It's pretty much down to him and Flusher just going off and doing whatever they can to keep the team alive in this one. But I'm not sure it's going to be enough so far. The other guys need to start stepping up. JW was very quiet for a long time. He stepped up towards the end, got a few kills with that AWP. But
well, the rounds he got kills as well were rounds that they did win.
Well, that's the thing. So that's why I can forgive him slightly more for his performance. The rounds he is getting kills, they're winning. But
the point that I was making as well with that, though, is if he picked up more kills, maybe they would have picked up more rounds. I mean, just the impact that he had, especially playing on the outer site with so much traffic coming through. The way Virtus.pro attacked that outer site is really good to watch as well. All 3 approaches taken.
So we saw VP go for a pretty simple inside play on the pistol. A lot of teams do favour the inside bomb side just because you have such high potential of getting the bomb down and making it a difficult situation for the CC to retake. What are Fnatic going to do? They've got 3 sets of armor here, 2 utility players. They will be making their way towards an outside split, perhaps a bomb's going towards ID. So the guys looking like they're just trying to distract towards inside, pull some CTs towards there, and then they can execute. The bomb's just hiding towards side ID. They want the CTs to come check ID. They want to see that aggressive push coming in, and then the CT falls back with no information. Now then, smoke going down the lower ramp is the full-on fake. You know, they're trying to pull as many CT they can, show some heavy presence. And this could work out for them, but look at this. Pasha is ready for them.
Pasha needs to find kills now, though. He's still battling with Pronax, who has bombs, so Olaf needs to get in a position to support, because if he loses that bomb, then they give a really good chance to Virtus.pro to rotate and secure, but they've gotten the first kill. Pasha still does find Pronax as he runs in, and the kills stack up as Pasha gets another one as well. But Crims gets back in, and Olaf Meister, as always, gets another kill in this game. So does JW. And again, the rounds JW get kills have been the rounds they've won, as Taz is now in a 1 versus 2, and Crims will close it.
Taz is just so aware every time. You can see when he's playing these clutch situations. He reads the game so well. He knows exactly where the T's will be, how they're going to be thinking. That round not working out for him. But there we go. Fnatic with the fake players I dissected for you as we're going into that one. Smoke's going down in the upper and lower ramp, trying to pull CTs away from the outside bomb site, hiding towards side alley, so the CTs even going aggressive, can't see the bomb going in. And then they go through, they find the frags, comes down to the 2-on-1, and they finish it off. And that's the round they had to win going into this one. So difficult prospect now, considering VP have brought up with the scouts and some upgraded pistols as well. This could be a force buy from them. And then Fnatic with the 3 SMGs. I assume they want to go inside of this one, smoke down and try and keep it close range. But 2 AKs, Crimson Olaf Meister wielding those. Bomb currently is going to be set towards T-spawn, and they're waiting for the aggressive push from the CTs.
So 2 pistols in a row for Fnatic. That's the interesting part of this as well. Taz will play on B as always. Get closer to that ramp position, give Neo the chance to rotate back and just be in a better spot to, first off, get distance and range with that scout, but also rotate over to A as soon as he is needed. And slowly but surely, Fnatic are approaching Taz's position, so this Deagle.
Which is the thing, they've got the SMGs, right, so this should work out perfectly for them. They can just get in fast, make sure they go frag for frag like this. They should be absolutely fine. Taz shouldn't be able to win this situation.
Needs to find the one-hit wonder, but it doesn't work out, and he only finds 1 kill, so they've got the bomb site under control. Snacks will try and do damage, but the Molotov forces him away. Yeah, he's trying to at least take down JW so they can put themselves in safety. Save the guns they have on the CT side, potentially to have more to work in the next round with, but it's not going to matter. Fnatic get it 8-9 now. They're getting back in by keeping this pretty traditional after winning a pistol, but again, Virtus.pro on CT side.
I've got a question why VP have to do that buy there. This is getting themselves in the same situation Fnatic did in the first half. You've got such a huge advantage winning the T half, especially 9-6, and you kind of think, well, maybe you should just go into the first gun round, play the percentages, and have that full buy going in and just finish it off instead of having to go for this deficit and the struggle of the first gun round of having the AWP. You're not going to have the full utility, potentially no kits going into this one. So now Fnatic know they can breathe this round. Only going to be 1-2 PT50 on Snacks being purchased here. Fnatic is making their way. That's Olaf Meister. Just working out where the stacks may like. Can be the recon player here. He's the only guy with the SMG now. So just trying to call for his teammates what's going on. If he can find a couple of kills as well, it'll be perfect as the rest of the team go towards the inside side, which is completely open.
Absolutely. So they should be able to walk in relatively free. Do take down with a good shot from Snacks Olaf. They all swarmed. Yeah, exactly. They all swarmed, even with that hard push, as you were saying, out toward long. They all came back to A just with his presence on the site, thinking that they could have come from ladder. Instead, it's gone toward B, and we'll see what the pistols can do. They have picked up an SMG for Snacks. Next round, they're going to buy regardless, and it's not like they've invested anything, so they should look to do some exit damage. But Flush is going to take down Taz before that becomes even possible, even a threat. And Snacks, although has the SMG, is going to be found by the AK at a reasonable range as well. So Flusha picking up 1 more. Regardless, it's going to be 9-9, but buy coming in for Virtus.pro.
This is it. It's going to be a difficult buy for them. You can see them not actually investing anything, so they're aware of the situation they've got themselves into. So only being able to justify 1 piece of 50 in that, it's going to be Pasha surviving, but not to speak of. He didn't buy anything, so pretty pointless save with the P2000, but there we go. You see the buy is not completely terrible. Snacks could get the AWP out if he wanted to, but it's going to be the glass cannon. And no kits purchased as of yet, so there's going to put some pressure on Snacks if he does get the orb. Not going to have a single kit going into this one, so he's going to get the M4 out, but there it is. No kits whatsoever. And not much in terms of the utility. They have got 5 smokes, but Incendiary's lacking. Too many flashbangs, so they can't really allow the bomb to go down this scenario. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that heavy Ivy push from them we sometimes see, flashing through, trying to get that early information. JW has got the AWP on the other hand, so CT's now moving Taz on his own towards the inside side. I think that's well known these days though, so that's why you can see 2 Fnatic players making their way towards it. Crim's just watching for that inside push. Actually maybe going in for this one as well.
He did go very quickly with the AK.
Yeah.
When the smoke came out though, we thought better of it, but they're going to go, yep, in toward Taz. And Taz is playing this off angle. He's so good in that spot, but Crims knows it, like you say. They're well aware of Taz's antics, and that gives him the shot quite quickly with the AK as well. Pulls 2 rotations into this inner sight, and the bomb's going to walk down Ivy in the meantime. So this is well done by Fnatic. And again, Virtus.pro, you said it, they put themselves in a tight economic situation. And yesterday they struggled on their CT side as well, so
this is where it spirals out of control for teams, but Neo is on that inside bomb side. Potentially will find a kill onto JW, but he gets out just in time, and I don't think Neo will even have the chance to see him. They might miss each other here, you know, but here comes Crims to help him out. He should get the kill here. Actually doesn't. Neo takes him down, but at this point, all they can do is try to do some economic damage to the T's, which is actually very effective, and all of a sudden, they may have a fighting chance of this, but there's no kits, making the retake almost impossible, but Flash Up still going to be trying to hunt these guns. He knows how valuable this will be. Snacks got a CT here. Finds one. Snacks goes down. And Neo's just going to be remaining on the upper platform.
They're both so low on HP, though. They almost can't afford to push onto Neo because he could take both. He's got one already. Switches to the AWP. Flush is not going to peek it until he absolutely must. But Fnatic take back the lead 10-9. And the money spirals now for Virtus.pro. Again, saving the AWP is nice, but what do they bring out around it? Can they bring out pistols? I don't even think they should do anything almost at this point.
On a map like Train, I'd say that's absolutely huge. The fact you can actually get one player towards the inside side now, and you go towards upper ramp and you take that actual face. If you get the first frag, it really rattles the T's. They're not sure where to go from that point. You rotate them out and you just keep moving them out every single frag. You can see the TT's actually getting P250s going into this one. So the idea is they can just play off that AWP, making sure they're trying to get the money back in. There's still a definite chance of them winning this round just for having that orb.
I like this call a lot. Not armor, hardly any utilities, no kits. Just like you say, play off that op, hope for something great to happen, but not overinvest because they do need to find their way back into this game. As the CT side, it seems to be a common theme, but they always struggle for money so much more, and good play from Crims to catch that push.
I would have preferred them to play the turret set up there, try and play, take the chance and have the orb set up by itself somewhere. But they decided to push the inside, and Crims picking up two vital frags. But here we go then, Neo picks up that AWP kill, bringing it down to a 4-3.
And Pasha finds Flusha as well, which means he gets an AK-47, and suddenly it's 3 versus 3. Pasha's got control of quad. JW's walking in, but he takes down Pasha. He actually spots him first, and no armor, no chance. It's just left to them now to plant this bomb. 49 seconds to do so, but Neo is still close enough with this AWP. They've tried to put the Molotov in front of him, but it doesn't go deep enough. So he's got a chance to spot them, and he'll hit Olafmeister midair. Takes down the bomb, not able to hit the second shot. And if he hit that one, what a chance it would have given them to take this round. Instead, it's all on him. Bomb recovered by JW. He's going to try and plant this fast, and as Neo pushes forward, there's still a smoke in front of Crims, so chance for him to find that kill. Manages it with the P250, pushes forward, but Crims is there with the AK.
Wow, that was huge. If Neo had hit that shot on towards Popdog, then that could have been the round tied up. He did fantastically well to even take down the bomber there. I thought he had a real chance, but no chance when he had no kit and stuff. Just had to push on and hope for the best there. But the money finally is going in VP's favor, and this is the problem I was talking about early on. Those second round buys, this would get you in this situation where Fnatic now have a real fighting chance of getting back into this series after the economic situation for both teams on the CT side has been absolutely catastrophic. But here we go then, round number 20. JW's going to have the AWP, but Neo now has as well. So we saw that's great performance from him. Unable to convert that round into a victory, but this time he's going very close to the lower round. But I actually love it when they do this. They're actually reacting to what happened last round with Crims going down the lower round very fast. They're waiting for that to happen again, and this could work out if the bomb does make its way towards the inside side.
Snacks is so low already. 6 HP, and Olaf knows it, so he just lobs in the nade. There it is. Means that they've got to find kills to compensate for this with the gap on A, and they do. Neo and Taz both shut down kills on B. Pronax is left with very little HP as well, 22, and the bomb. He's going to look back toward ladder, and if JW gets that shot, which does now against Pasha, it does still give them a fighting chance to walk into this site because Olaf has quad.
Oh, spotted him as well, the main entrance.
Yeah. So now, even with Pronax coming with the bomb, he knows there's a threat close by, and Olaf's going to go on the hunt for this. Bialy's not going to be ready for it at all, and now Pronax will move closer as it comes down to the men who brought it back early. Neo and Taz to clutch it out. 40 seconds as well for Fnatic, lots of time. They don't need to be careless about their approach, and with that kill now, that's pretty much a sealed deal, or is it? Taz gets one more back, and he's going to stay close enough to this. There's low HP again on Pronax, so if he finds this first kill on JW, might be a chance, but now we've got 6 rounds in a row for Fnatic since the start of this half.
Looking unbelievably sharp right now. In fact, they had that inside setup from VP going in. They actually had a really strong chance there. We saw Neo and Taz working together. The little turrets being set up there. Actually finding the first 2 kills and a leg shot as well. But Olaf doing some fantastic work going outside. Continues his huge streak here. 23 frags. And this is one of the classic Olaf Meister performances coming into fruition now.
Crimson JW have caught up, though. 14 and 13 for them. Remember, there was a point in this game when Olaf Meister had more kills than Crims, JW, and Pronax combined.
Well, now they've got round number 12 on the board, and Eco coming in for VP. It's like a quasi-buy here. They can probably justify some guns being purchased. Got the upgraded pistols, a shotgun though, and there's going to be a player behind that smoke. It's going to be Taz. Finds one, gets 2, and gives CTs a fighting chance in this round as Crims does take him down. But it's the 5-on-3 now as Snacks comes behind, and the shotgun works out for him.
And Snacks, this is what he's known for. Yesterday we saw it in 2 specific rounds, but otherwise was non-existent on the CT half. So very important that he finds that kill, and it's reset things for Fnatic. They have to reconsider, and JW, he's walked out main right now. Bialy's up above and going to spot him with the P250 as well. So now, not only are they winning with this eco, they're picking up decent guns to move forward with. Not done just yet, though. Flusha does find Neo, and he's actually going to go back toward that bomb at upper because he needs to get it sooner rather than later to give himself still the chance and time to work with. And Virtus.pro are going to stay together in a 3-man unit with no armor. They want to be in a position to trade if they have to. Does give Flusha a chance to walk into the B site. Pasha's going to get closer. Flusha's still not sure where they are either. He's checking every angle before he does put the bomb down, but Pasha will make the call. He's the first to arrive. Snacks and Bialy also quick to move and quick to act. They'll try and swarm Flusha again. They need to be in good position, so if he at least kills one, they can get the trade, but that's not the position. Bialy goes down, and there's no one even close enough as Pasha tries to get up on top of upper, but now it's 2 one-on-ones gone, and it comes down to just Snacks, who has no kit. So he's going to try and hold this, but no, actually thinks better, and that's the right call as Flusha does get closer. Hits the shot beautifully, though, and Snacks will clutch it out as that got awkward.
He's got enough time as well. That's nuts. How did he hit that shot? That's absolutely crazy. Fantastic stuff from him, and he gets
just
it.
Barely.
Flush is going to be so disappointed at that one. He did such huge work there, no kit on Snacks, and somehow that happened. That shot, we've got to see a replay of that one. That was one of the ones that could define the game as well. Flusha had all the advantages going into that round. And look at this. Why are they pushing through smoke in the first place? They've got 1 minute 22 on the board.
They know Taz loves that too.
Exactly. He's got 1 minute 22 on the board. At least flash through or do a grenade or something. Like, they just run through one by one, give them that advantage. But Flusha did so well getting into this round and then gets his one-on-one situation. Here's the shot. He played it so well. I don't think he expected that to even be even a chance. They're showing that a lot of hitboxes are fixed.
That's exactly what I was looking at and questioning if he thought he was trying to bait the shot like he formerly would with those hitboxes. But
that's VP back into this 6th round in a row, like nothing he said. But Pronax biting back straight away, making it a 5-on-4.
Pronax does at least, like you say, pick up one, but Olaf's down at hell. Virtus.pro gain control back of this outer site. Watch through the smoke, and Snacks shakes hands with the devil, and Flusha goes down. Crims gets 1 back and 2 back now, at least, with the AK-47. Pulls it to a 1 versus 2, so a chance for him here, as he does still have bomb as well. But Virtus.pro with the map control. Crims is going to take an alternate approach. Taz thinks there's a chance it's going to be B. Obviously, in this case, you would, with so much time still available and Crims not showing himself. But with Ivy, means Neo is going to be in a one-on-one to start things off with Crims, but AWP looks away at the exact moment Crims enters into the corridor. And does he look back and spot him in time? Just spots his shoulder. So Neo will hold on, and now Virtus.pro are climbing back into it from 9 to 11. 2 rounds in a row after the reset.
God, you have no idea how huge that round was. Look at the money now for Fnatic. Had they have won that one, they would be absolutely flying right now. That's given 2 on the board for VP, and it's naturally going to potentially put 3 in a row because you can see the money for Fnatic now absolutely broken. They've got some PT50s on the board, and it's just a replay from Pasha holding that Ivy area. Gets 2 frags here on top of the trade as well. Huge frag taking down JW with the AWP, so good work from him. Now then we go into round number 24, and as I mentioned before, it's pretty much a full eco coming in for Fnatic. Options are limited. Tad's going to be towards the inside site. Keeping Molotoving off as well, it's actually going to be perfect for him. Just pretty much decent damage to 2 players.
They're still approaching rather quickly. We saw yesterday from Virtus.pro's side what these Tech-9s can do when they rush into this inner bomb site. Fortunately, Taz hasn't been caught, and Neo coming over quickly does get the AWP shot at upper. And they walk onto Taz, but he's not going to stick around for this. He actually doesn't get that much damage in considering his position, but now he will, and bomb will go down. Taz on the left of the site. He always finds a way.
There we go then. So that's the full eco for Fnatic. Didn't get the bomb down that scenario. The money's not going to be great now going into this one. So 12-12, but Fnatic will be buying into this one. Flusher still yet to buy. There is a decent amount of smoke to the T team, but looking at CT guys, 4 rifles for them, Neo on that AWP, and after such a horrible start, that eco win for them really is going to be huge in the grand scheme of the thing, especially on this first map. Let's see how round number 25 goes down. You can see Fnatic do have the opportunity to get the smoke down and do a wall of smoke if they wanted to. Bomb going to be going towards inside. It's towards that Ivy. It's going to be the exact same tactic we saw before. Full on fake towards the inside side, get the smokes down, and then try and lurk in. But now then, we can see Pasha be aggressive towards side Ivy. He's aware. He's the king of these lurk positions on train, so you have to wake up pretty early in the morning to catch him out.
Nade goes in. That will do good damage onto 2 players. Down with Pronax and down with Olofmeister as well when they walk through. The M4 reigns supreme, but JW does at least get Bialy until Snacks arrives back inside the quad position. Maintains control of the outer site. Needs to be aware that Flush is pushing up on his right, spots him late, but manages to jump away from the damage and danger until Taz walks back out. And Neo looks for the shot underneath the train. Fortunately, it doesn't exist anymore. Missed those days, but either way, there it is. Virtus.pro again with a gun round.
Yeah. Fnatic trying that same inside fake once again, and as I said, Pasha just so aware. He does that on the T side by himself normally. The T's are trying to hold up with the bomb and lurk towards the outside area, and that's going to be the 13th round on the board for VP here. And Fnatic once again, the economy broken, and this is just that replay now. Fantastic work from Pasha. Starts off with that touchdown grenade on both players, so aware as to what's going on, and then finishing it up here. It's going to be a 3-on-1. It's
hard to call out Olofmeister after him pretty much carrying the load himself. With Flusha, to be fair, in the first half. But he's only got, I think, 3 kills since the start of this T side, so it's good that guys like Crims and JW have showed up when they have. But again, Virtus.pro's now in the driver's seat.
Taz, this is really audacious play. He's pushing through the smoke. He's worked out there on eco, but isn't going to have the opportunity to fall back. Pronax neutralizes it to the 4-on-4, but still the advantage towards the CTs. As I say that, though, Olof finds a kill himself. 4-on-3, JW's going to be very low HP. Bialy now just waiting for players to come out of the Ivy.
And he's actually going to take the fight directly to Olofmeister, knowing that he wasn't able to pick up that rifle safely. And Snacks now spams back toward the ladder room where 2 players are waiting, but he goes for the reload, and Pronax peeks him at the perfect time with the M4. Eventually, it's all for naught. Bialy gets back into him, but they're doing damage at least to the economy of Virtus.pro.
There it is.
14 rounds now, though. 2 to go on map 1.
VP final cylinders after getting back into this after the 6-0 deficit. They get 5 rounds in a row. We talked about this game being a back and forth affair and having some really interesting moments here, and this game has delivered so far. Both teams playing phenomenally well. Let's have a look at the T-buy coming in. Both teams going to have an AWP actually, so JW is going to be wielding that one. Neo on the other side with his as well. The bankroll with the CT is pretty high. He's got 10k after purchasing the AWP, so they're looking strong. And Fnatic going to be going aggressive here. Main entrance. Face coming in, but look at this push from coming from VP. They do this so much, and they can get this first frag onto Olofmeister. It's going to work out perfectly.
Olofmeister was ready for it, though. He's sitting in the corner and was able to dodge the flash. They haven't spotted him yet, and 2 have left, so it leaves Pasha to find him. He may not know that there was a 3rd player, though, and as we talk about that, the action happens at inner. Pasha does get that kill, but it's definitely heavily favoring Virtus.pro right now.
Yeah, this is a really nice round for VP to pull out. When you're just trying to get onto map point there, you pull up something aggressive and catch them out from the set piece that the team's made presenting there.
Max round bonus does give them a good opportunity to pick up a decent buy, you could say, in this case. In fact, they should get AKs on all 5.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, obviously, you will be forced buying into this one. VP getting onto the 15th round, but like you said, it will be a reasonable buy, getting $3,500 each. So let's see what they can do with this one. Neo obviously will have that AWP once again. We saw that aggressive play coming in from Pasha towards Ivy, and we thought Olaf was to be aware of it. He got behind the dumpster towards the end there, and he didn't even check. I saw on the radar, so that was kind of interesting that round worked out perfectly for him. So Fnatic need 3 in a row. Looks like they're going for something a little bit more set here, going for outside smokes early on. Maybe he's going straight towards Pop Dog and splitting outside that manner.
Taz has Neo as well beside him this time. And Snacks is going to try and just fire away. To Bialy to do so first, though. From hell, Nate actually catches. No, it goes a little bit deep. I would have thought that did decent damage. It only does 2, so just over his shoulder and far enough away not to be a threat as Taz rotates back around. And Snacks in this control room just wants to play above the smoke. And oddly enough, I don't think we've seen anyone play in that position the entire game.
Yeah, and now Bialy does pick up the first frag onto Pronax. That's Virtus.pro in touching distance. I say that though, they pretty much secure the round here, and Flash is going to be the last one remaining. And that's it, 16-12 in favor of VP. They take the first map D-Train, and it's a really strong performance for them. Fnatic fighting back in that second half, going 6-0 up, but it's not quite enough. That huge clutch from Snacks really did get VP back into the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, pushing forward again, that eco round as well that they picked up started things off, but again, they came straight back after resetting a max round bonus themselves to putting Fnatic in that same position, and they definitely clawed the economy back in. It was a good call, I think, as well, the round they saved the AWP, just to keep the pistols, not to force up around it, because they played the long game with the economy in that sense.
So VP, after winning the T-half yesterday against TSM, they actually stay strong. It looked like they were making the similar mistakes in that second round full buy. That's what I'm saying to these kind of guys. When you have that such a huge bed of rounds after the first half, you're pretty much best off not allowing your CT economy to spiral out of control. Get that first round buy in, and you saw once they got the guns in there and gave themselves a decent buy, they got, what, 6 or 7 in a row towards the end. So VP really did answer back after that deficit at the start, but I think that's what we expected. VP taking their map.
Yeah, absolutely. On train, I think they will. I still think there's a chance Fnatic will pick up the second map, and we'll see 3 in my headset. I don't know if I can still hear me. Okay. I think there's still a chance that they can pull this to a third map again, though. But you got to say, Fnatic does look a little bit tired right now, and we haven't seen them be quite as motivated in between games. Again, those camera shots we just saw, they were pretty speechless.
Well, we could talk about this all day.
We could.
But we've paid some guys to be here and do that for us. So
I guess if we paid them, we probably should let them.
Analyst desk, over to you.
Thanks a lot for that, guys. Tell you someone else who's looking a bit tired. Sadakist there. Is he all right? You coping all right there, buddy? Long day of games, eh? We'll see. We'll see how he's doing at the end. Anyway, people who are feeling fresh and doing quite well for themselves, Virtus.pro. Looked like after a very good T performance, some of the old CT gremlins in the machine were going to be there again. Wheels started coming off. But what was different today, that didn't happen yesterday, they managed to course correct against a very good opponent on train in the form of Fnatic. So they're going to be feeling very good. I mean, what was your take on the game?
If you're Fnatic, obviously you're going to be bummed after that. Doing that schoolboy error, going through the smoke, getting destroyed by Taz in that half buy from Virtus.pro, eventually turning the tides, giving VP the advantages, them just running away with it. But early on in that match, you know, it felt to me like, all right, it's going to be one of those, again, where Fnatic is going to, it was I think it was the third round when they had to have a sort of a forced buy situation to have a max 7 assault. They lost that one again. One of those situations we've previously seen where they've been struggling, something they've been really strong on. But then having some glimmer of hope, eventually it looked like Fnatic said, yeah, they're going to have a chance with this. But then it just all comes down burning.
Yeah, that burning sensation. I'm sure you're familiar with it. Duncan, what did you make?
Now married with children.
Yeah, of course.
Better days. So anyway, it's a crazy youth. No, the thing was in this game, it was almost like the TSM game again. If Virtus.pro wasn't so incredible on T side, they'd be losing these games. It's ridiculous. I mean, they obviously did lose the one TSM, but I mean, they'd be losing them outright.
Yeah.
If you can get 9 rounds against a good train team on T side, you're absolutely unreal. Like I don't think anyone else can do it to the level they're doing it now consistently. But they're having these weird CT halves where everyone else just gets solid CT halves, lock it down, do pretty decently. For some reason, Virtus.pro just falls apart completely. And we keep seeing all these like inner attacks that are working, which is kind of weird because usually the default, if you're on Terrorist, since it's so hard to get T rounds, is you just go outside and you spam that over and over with smokes. And somehow they're getting into the inside here.
Also, not a great fan of like Henry was pointing out that when you get that massive T half, you lose the CT pistol round. Why would you force buy on the second round?
I was going to bring that up.
I've never been a fan of that. When you got to play the numbers, you have the advantage already. You want to have all the possible utilities. You want to have the ops. You want to have everything for that first weapon round. So you're risking the whole game with taking that cheeky risk.
Obviously, you've worked as a coach. Can you explain the thought process there? Like, why would you do that?
Not really, to be honest with you. I've never, like I say, I just don't understand it. I can understand it when you're like in a situation where you sort of have to. You've had a horrible first half, but when you have to lead, you've done a lot more than you were supposed to. Play the numbers. Be smart about it. You don't need to. You just don't have to.
Exactly. You know that's my philosophy, Rich.
I do know that, yeah. So, talking of numbers, let's have a look at the scoreboards.
Why not?
Let's bring it up.
Bring up the scores, George Dawes.
There we go. No one knows that reference.
No one does.
No. Anyway.
I don't care, mate.
Yeah, good. That's
my career in many
so,
ways.
you can see, I mean, just again, deficiencies on that Fnatic side in terms of firepower. It's so rare that we're saying that. Flusher was here. Yep. Olaf Meister, again, one of his trademark train performances, no problems. But just look at the bodies that have been dropped by Virtus.pro.
Every time we ever talk about Fnatic, I always say about Pronix, it's about like God being mouse. It doesn't matter if they don't defrag well. That's not their job. That's because of the in-game leader, though. If Flusher's the in-game leader, well, he's knocking out the park. But what's the point in having Pronax then to contribute 9 kills and apparently not even say anything in that sense, you know?
Yeah.
Now, you have to say, again on Train, you can see why they're the best Train team. Because, again, Taz is not a star player by any stretch of the imagination. But on this map, he's amazing. He's actually
always seems to drop
he's legitimately
20 kills.
one of the best players in the world on this one map, on the one side. He's absolutely unreal, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, and so many clutches he seems to make as well on this map in particular. But that's sort of the first time we've seen that sort of parity of scores from Virtus.pro, you know, in this tournament. Yesterday, it was all about Pasha and him putting up big numbers and some of his teammates lagging behind. When you've got 4 players on over 20 kills, this is, you know, a very, very good sign moving forward. And, of course, you can just see Fnatic have just been outgunned here. You don't really get to say that very often.
Well, no, that's also what shows you that VP should have been able to win this map very easily because their kill numbers are absolutely off the charts. Yeah. Fnatic's is barely there, but that's because Fnatic's winning all those close clutch rounds. The rounds that VP win, they're just blowing them out completely. So this really should have been like a super strong, it should have been like a 16-8 type win. It should have been like, game over, you're never really in the map, you had your chances, especially when you start T-side and you win 9 rounds. That should never be a game getting into double figures for the opponent there.
No, definitely not. But again, this has been a factor of Fnatic is they are making these clutch rounds right now, but then losing games against top teams, even with all the God mode clutches. So, I don't know. Maybe this is like one of those weird little pre-major slumps. Maybe they are trying out some new things, trying to get some new ideas before the major.
To me, that was like vanilla Counter-Strike as much as it can be.
Yeah.
That was aim battles, just guns blazing, both teams just going by the first pick, then swarming aside, and then see who's the last man alive. So, yeah, I'm not sure if it was anything. I didn't see any new tricks from the book. It looked pretty normal to me.
Yeah, but
who knows?
So I think we've got some heat maps to bring up as well, if I'm correct. So we can have a look. And again, you can sort of just see it was about that A-bomb site. You know, so many retakes and, like you say, just spamming that outside and actually getting in there. Was anything else you observed? Anything that was a little bit strange?
Look at this one here. So when you have the guys from VP, look at all this heat map here. Yeah. Nothing. Absolutely nothing there. Nothing going on there. That's usually a spot that like JW is always around here. Right. Olaf Meister's going there constantly, but really no action there whatsoever. Instead, you see even more in the middle parts of the bomb site over here for Virtus.pro. They're getting super deep in. The Fnatic guys, you either just die there. There's nothing inside the site, you know. Yeah. So I actually think in general that just shows for VP. That's how amazing they are on T side.
Yeah.
In this site, they're getting right in there. There's not people dying up here.
Yeah. They are getting that execute, play to perfection, getting into that bomb site every time. It won't be a surprise, I don't think. I mean, there were actually perhaps 1 or 2 names you could have picked out as MVP. We're going to bring that up for you now, and this was our choice. Maybe you do feel differently at home, but I thought Snacks really stood out.
He had the kills and he had the clutches, had assists. Yeah,
I mean, that headshot on Flusha in the 101 in that particular round I pointed out first was just, you know, one of those things.
Well, it makes such a huge difference. And, you know, we've talked about how he wasn't really a factor, you know, in this tournament up until this point. He sort of saved it for when it matters. But recently, with yesterday sort of been the day before being kind of an exception, he has been in great form. He's back to his best. You know, ESL Dubai, best player at that event by a country mile. It was unbelievable. So hoping he can carry that form forward. He's always a great player to watch when he's on form like that. Anyway, so now Fnatic, they've got their map coming up, dust2. And this is sort of the perennial ban, you know, for Virtus.pro. They always try and avoid it where possible. Fearing the cobblestone, that's how they've ended up here. On dust2.
What's weird is it's always been a map they've been bad at. If you even think way back to the NIP days of 2014 with the old Flaren lineup, that was back when you could always rely on NIP to be able to beat Virtus.pro on dust2 if they played. That would nearly always be like the 3rd map in the series. So they've never liked the map for some reason in CSGO, which is weird because on that particular map, you're going to get into a lot of like retake situations, a lot of like 2-on-2, 3-on-3s. You'd think they'd be able to get to and they've had AWPers in the past. So it's just one of those maps where I think when it's when you're a team as good as Virtus.pro, my theory is if you really wanted to, you could always be at least decent on a map. You could, maybe not the best, but you could always be at least decent. So usually when someone not only isn't that good on a map, but like you say, I don't ever want to play it, that usually says to me that there's just something spooked you at one point in time, or got in your head, and you just think, oh, it's like a ghost in your own head, like, oh, I'm just not good on that map. And so I think it's like it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy then. You think, oh, well, we're going to lose that one. I hope we do better this time. And so, like I said, last time they let this through against TSM, I mean, that alone is crazy there. Like, oh, well, they'll let dust2 against TSM. They got spanked 16-3.
Yeah.
So I don't know what confidence they can have going into this match now against Fnatic. Now, maybe they're thinking, well, Fnatic was a bit lackluster on it earlier in the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, they did blow like, what, 9-1, 10-1 lead against TSM on it. And for when you're Fnatic, they're going to be the ones feeling we just totally blew that. They had the upper hand. They were up until that round when they did that huge mistake, going through the smoke, getting destroyed by Taz. They were the one that were actually cruising to the victory.
They
were the driver's
ascendancy. Yeah,
you know, there was
easily, but now they lost. This is going to be. We were discussing their focus, their mental strength. Now is the time. How can they reset? How can they forget about that? Just move on, because they've blown leads previously. Now they screw up this as well. Now it's a real test for them.
There's a famous joke, right, that the British comedy figure, I'll call him Carl Pilkington, he's like a friend of Ricky Gervais's. There's a famous joke he once said. It was only a joke because he's an idiot, which is that he said, you never see an old man eating a Twix. But actually, we just saw Taz right there, so I'm glad we could make that happen for you, Carl.
I'm sure Carl's
head
watching.
Like orange, which not Carl.
Yeah,
Taz.
Yeah, obviously.
Head like
but
there we go.
One of the things that I've talked to them in the past, Virtus.pro, about dust2 is they feel like one of the reasons they don't want to play it is they're like, it doesn't really matter tactically what you're doing. Like, whoever you play has always got a chance on that map. But I actually think that logic, that philosophy applies to them here.
Should do, yeah.
Because you can see they're winning the aim battles today against Fnatic. You can see they've got more firepower. And at the moment, we've talked about how good they are. It's basically them and Envious that just have these godlike T-sides right now. Of all the teams, they're the ones that are really bringing terrorist play to a new level. So, I don't know. I think this could be choppy waters that Fnatic is sailing into, honestly.
I don't know about that. I mean, Fnatic was pretty good on VP's pick. I'm thinking this is still going to be a comfortable win for Fnatic. It can never be a huge score because it's dust2. It's very hard to just shut someone out completely. Usually you have to have like the perfect CT half basically to shut someone out. They're going to get team rounds in general, but I think Fnatic they have a way better routine on this map. They're good on both sides of the map. That's a key for them. I think Virtus.pro have to do really well on their own T side. So I think it's a lot more limited in terms of the win conditions if you have the Virtus.pro guys. So I think this is going to be a third map we're going to see.
I still think it could go there. I just think this is going to be a lot closer than Fnatic would have liked. And when you consider some of the scorelines Virtus.pro have had in the past, I think it's not going to be a confidence-boosting experience for Fnatic.
This map emphasizes individual skill, rotations, risk-taking, calculating situations, reading, communication, all those things. And considering Virtus.pro tries to avoid this map, I feel like Duncan pointed out, Fnatic has more routine on the map, and that's going to take them over the hump.
Quick predictions. Let's
score-wise.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's going to be like 16-10-ish for Fnatic.
Okay, I'll go 16-9.
Okay, excellent. Thanks a lot for your thoughts. I think we are ready to get into the game, so that means we've got to throw back to our casters. Apparently, we're going to a quick break first, so we're going to have a break, and then when we do, we're going to come back to our casters and get that second game underway. So don't go too far. This is going to be a cracker. See you soon.
Head like an orange.
So he's towards the upper ramp. He's by himself. The Glocks here have the advantage, or technically should do. Look at this. They're all facing the corner at the same time. He picks up 3 as well. So CTs are going to be aware of this buy, but I don't think they're going to be anticipating the AWP coming out so soon. They have got a scout and a European as well. So Flusher rotating through here. Fantastic work. T's lining up for him. Finds those 2 frags, making it down to the 2-on-1 situation. And Pasha, this is his bread and butter. And this is the close range AWP play from Flusher there. Fantastic stuff from him.
Way back into this game. The CT side, it seems to be a common theme, but they always struggle for money so much more, and good play from Crims to catch that push.
have extra CSGO skins? Do you want to win really cool things? Visit csgofast.com. Place your bets and win really cool skins. csgofast.com. Check your fortune.
E-Gaming Bets. We accept bets on computer games online since 2011. Referral system for regular users and deposit for newcomers. Gaming devices store and the best choice of payment systems. dust2 and Hearthstone. Counter-Strike and StarCraft. World of Tanks and League of Legends. EGB.com. You know for sure who is going to win.
All right, guys, welcome back. Game 2, Fnatic fighting for their tournament lives. A chance for the rematch, the same final that we had for PGL kickoff season, which would be Season 1, but now we're Season 1.
Season 1.0.
1.0.
Yeah.
Either way, they have to beat VP right now on dust2, as they have one game already to their name. That was Train 16-12, fairly convincing, I would say.
I would say they had a very good first half. That was the whole thing, right? They get 9 rounds on T, you're pretty much set up for the game. Fnatic did come back fighting, but just wasn't enough there. Some little bit, well, some quite fundamental mistakes, to be honest. That round when they walked through the smokes and lost that eco round to Snacks and one-on-one really did tumble things down for them. So we're going to dust2. The problem for Fnatic is some of the key players haven't really arrived yet. So dust2, we know, is the big fragging arena on this one. You need to be having, your players need to be firing on all cylinders, especially if you're going to take down VP in the current form they're in. We've seen Snacks being playing some sensational CS today. Same with Taz as well. Pasha's been not as big as he normally would be on training. I expect him to do a lot better than he did, but winning the game, can't really take anything away from that. So this is going to be a real test for Fnatic. Can they turn it on and turn up? And this is their pick, though. So you have to remember, VP did pick Train, so we expected them to win that one. Dust2 is a map we know VP avoid normally in the vetoes. They got rid of Cobble going to the first map they eliminated. Obviously, the way this works, you know, ban, pick, so you can only get rid of one of the maps you want to play.
Yeah, and I think this actually should be Fnatic to take this map. They do have to start out. Interestingly, they're going to start CT, so Virtus.pro have elected to start T in this case.
I think that's better. We saw that T start on Train. Obviously, they like working with this group. They've got some nice set pieces going on. There's pretty simple executions coming in, but the players are playing phenomenally well together. The clutch situation seems to be going in their favor. That's what's so good about this guy. I was talking before about Taz and his game sense. Just watching that guy, the years of experience he has, when he's in these sort of situations, like one-on-X situations, he just seems to know exactly where the CTs lie. And that's such a huge asset to your team when you've got players like that that can clutch pretty much every time. That's going to win the whole game.
Absolutely. I think Fnatic in this map as well, they're one of the teams that can still give TSM a run on it at times. So
we saw Fnatic win both pistols as well, right?
We did see them win both pistols, and still 16-12. The early buy was second round or third round AWP for Snacks is what brought them right back into the game from the Virtus.pro side. Yeah, that was cool. But they almost threw that away again, though, as you said, with that force buy in the second half, Virtus.pro. So
anyway, here we go. The game is going live. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, put your hands together. Let's get a second map underway. Fnatic will be starting on the CT side. This is their pick. So VP have elected to go on the terrorist side. Let's have a look at their buy. 3 sets of armor for them. It's going to be Snacks and Bialy on the utility play. 2 smoke grenades for them. And now you'd assume Fnatic will be boosting up to short, maybe going a little bit aggressive onto the catwalk area and seeing if they can find that first frag. It's normally Olaf Meister that elects to take that one roll, but it's going to be JW this time, just utilising the spawn perhaps. And now with Bialy really top of mid, and they may take down JW here, doing some decent damage. He goes down to 52 HP, but doing some damage himself.
Now to go off on CT spawn. Bialy wants to push through. Careful in doing so. P250 out and ready to push as he gets closer to this B split position, and they've got the player on the back of the platform very low on HP, but they still managed to pick up kills, Crimson JW. They have removed Crims from the site, but still need to watch as JW wants back into the window, and Bialy down below will get the shot with it. The P250 that he's holding again, but now as they try and plant the bomb, Fnatic actually had a chance to lurch forward and try and make it into the site. Crims has got 1 kill on entry, but Pronax goes down. They still have Olaf coming in from behind, and that might just do it. Pasha now on a 2-on-1. Stuckins behind the boxes, and Olaf Meister arrives at the exact moment he needs to get the defuse, and now it's 3 pistols, Henry.
Absolutely, you're right. So the thing is of that, so when we see JW push off short, Fnatic will do that pretty much every pistol round, and it's not necessarily to get kills, it's to get information. So you saw JW didn't actually do too much damage there, but he spotted 3 terrorists at the top and middle, and that's just great. It's indicative as to what's coming towards him that round. It gives a good call off going in, okay guys, we spotted 3 towards middle. You can pretty much assume nothing's going to be going towards long, and then that mid split coming in pretty fast, and this is where Olaf Meister on the retake as well. Fantastic entry shot into that, so VP went for that fast speed split. Got the bomb down though, so it'll be interesting to see where they go with this. We're actually going to be going for the full force buy and dropping Bialy the AK. He gets armor himself. This could be really dangerous considering Fnatic have 3 SMGs going into this one. Neo going to be on the scout as well, but they've got full long control, VP, so they're going to be taking a key area now, so they can leave one player there, perhaps the scouts and go back towards short. They're aware they've lost position, they need to be finding control elsewhere.
Interesting they threw that left side smoke as well, but they aren't going to try and use it. Fnatic's going to swarm onto this catwalk position. Pasha managed to pick up 1 with the deagle. They've walked down long, but Neo has bomb and he's not yet arrived. And Fnatic has definitely assessed the situation by the amount of mid control they've gained. All 4 players were beyond the double doors at one point, and now they'll just go back down catwalk. Taz just getting there with the bomb. They should be able to get a plant out of this for the 2nd straight round, so that's what enabled this aggressive buy in the first place.
Fnatic haven't got any utility, but it's not going to matter when Olaf Meister's getting entries like that, and Neo narrowly missing out on the headshot.
Bialy, he's the one with the AK. He needed to stay alive in that position. Olaf now going to take down Neo. It's left to just Taz on the site. He's only got the deagle. And the aggressive buy won't pay off.
They get the bomb down once again, though, so they will have to eco next round, but they should be fine going into that first gun round. Impressive play there from VP, getting that long control, getting to the bomb site, but unfortunately for them, the bomb was towards the top middle. It took so long, there's such a delay there from them getting the site and the bomb going down. The retake comes in, and the lack of utility didn't really matter for Fnatic at that stage. For Olaf Meister finding the first frag, and then finding the rest of the frags after that. So you can see VP could probably justify some upgraded pistols. That would be about it at this stage. So now Fnatic will get 4 rifles. Flusher going to be keeping his coveted P90 there, and you can see the frags on your screen of how VP got onto that A side. But now then 2-0 in favour of Fnatic. After losing the first match would be absolutely vital. And you'd assume this one's going in their favour as well, but VP setting themselves up for looks like another B split here, but they haven't got any grenades to work with, so it's just going to have to be a vanilla push into the mid area or straight towards B, in fact. Let's have a look.
Snacks and Neo both back over toward that A side as well, just looking for anyone pushing. As we saw Snacks crouched into the corner. Pronax waiting at pit, Flusha on the A site. Well off in CT, it's pretty standard setup right now from Fnatic. Covering every possible approach, and JW will find Taz to start it off. So far, as you say, the vanilla Virtus.pro hasn't been able to find much at all, as Pronax will also take down Neo. Puts them down 2 men already. JW's in good position with the M4 to find Bialy crossing back over the doors, and what you initially thought was going to be that split out of the B site hasn't turned into it at all, as they both are stuck in mid right now and losing HP considerably. They did get the 1 kill, but now with Snacks taking down Flusha, bit more of a chance to walk onto the A site, because Pronax was the only one over on A site still, and he's rotated away from long just to make sure mid is completely open, free, and clear. It'll be the same rotation approach as the last round, but third straight time they're going to get a bomb plant here for Virtus.pro, so this is doing well for their economy. Again, though, despite that early buy. And Crim's waiting for the flashbang. Pronax burns Pasha alive, and they just walk back in.
Lovely incendiary there from Pronax. Really just did make that a very simple retake for them. As you mentioned there, the bomb going down for the 3rd time really is going to boost the money going into this first gun round. They should have like 6k each going into the next round. Definitely means they can get the AWP. And we haven't seen VP play dust2 too much recently. It's interesting to see now what kind of approach they're going for. Pasha is going to buy the AWP. He'll be dropping it towards Snacks, it seems. Snacks definitely the secondary AWP, I'd say, but recently this tournament, they're going for double AWPs.
Yep.
Okay, interesting. So Neo, who we thought in the restructure would be taking on that main AWP role, it seems like he will be taking a back seat on this one. We haven't seen what gun he's actually picked up yet. Let's see. He's got the AK. So this is going to be Pasha. Snacks going for that first kill there. Takes down Crims through the door, making it a 5-on-4. Now the terrorists have a real viable option to rush into B, and they're going to do that as well. Taz leading the charge here.
Oh, but shut down on JW. With that AWP on the doorway, he'll shift to window as well, take the second shot. Doesn't connect on it, but still in good position. Doesn't find the third either. Pronax luckily does drop Bialy, which slows down the push and the bomb. Now the flashes come in, and Fnatic are going to fight directly into this, and Pronax is going absolutely nuts inside the site. Eventually, Pasha uses one of the AWPs to avenge his teammates, but he's left in a 1-on-2, and it's 2 M4s with 100 HP against him. Bomb dropped in closet as well, and watch the approach from Olaf from the left camera. Won't even get there in time. Flush has already got it, and it's 4-0.
So we saw picking up that kill through the AWP through the door there, and it just gives you the option. It's the Hail Mary play. As soon as you know you've got the man advantage, there's going to be 1 player towards B. They go into the bomb side, but JW picking up that frag from the window there, reacts straight away, and this is the shot on your screen from Snacks getting that entry kill.
This is 2 heavy investments now from Virtus.pro that haven't paid off as well.
Decent retake as well. Pronax doing some big waves. Quiet on the first map, but that's a huge round for them. And they go 4-0 up here. Going to force VP onto the eco, and there we go. JW picks up a shot through the smokes onto Suicide. And now the rest of the VP guys are going to be heading towards B once again.
Crims and Olaf. JW with the nade. They're all there. JW down Taz as well for 3 in the round. And just to go back to something we didn't really touch on, is that Pronax not calling last game and still on the very bottom of the scoreboard. That can't really have the excuse anymore that his head is occupied with other thoughts. So it's good to see him stepping up so far in this map.
That's absolutely an amazing point. A lot of people gave him the benefit of the doubt before because he's in-game lead, a lot of pressure on his shoulders there. But now with Flusha taking over, Pronax does need to be stepping up in terms of fragging. Train was a very quiet map for him. So let's see whether dust2 he can turn that around as Fnatic go 5-0 up here, and VP will be buying into this one. JW getting a lot of confidence, pushing through the mid doors there. He could find something here. 3 players towards long as well as VP
That's
goes for that
though.
initial frag.
2 nades landed on Bialy, took him to 1 HP before he even peeked, and he wanted to go aggressive toward that corner. And Fnatic have 3 members there off the spawn. The response is to push down Catwalk from Snacks, and that's correct. The problem is they've lost Taz and the bomb on Catwalk. Pasha needs to just fight his way against JW just to get safety on that ledge. They'll leave it to Bialy to pick up, which is a bit questionable if he's got 1 HP, but it does allow Snacks to maintain and hold the site with Taz. He's gone down, but there is Pasha to follow it up. And that now brings the bomb onto the site. JW and Olaf, AWP and M4 looking to try and retake this as Pasha's going to go back on the hunt, get aggressive down toward the catwalk position, and Olaf's going to try and get him around the corner. Quick flash does blind him up, but Pasha's still able to get the shot with the AK, excuse me. As JW, though, this nade will kill Bialy. Oh, sorely, but he just gets away from it. So now he's got to find the kills with the AWP. Responding quick enough. Does take down Bialy. That's 1 HP. He'll get the information for Pasha, but he needs to be careful here, Pasha, because there is a kid on JW. Again, with the IWP, it only would take 1 shot. Clever play to try and pull him out. He actually does kill him in the end, so it will reset the economy as well from the lost round bonus.
Really valiant effort there from JW. That was actually really smart. I had Pasha being a little bit lower HP, that could have been the round going in his favor. It was just enough time, I think, to defuse the bomb, but that's going to be the first round on the board for VP now. They need to be careful. It's put in their precarious situation of losing that loss bonus. So round number 7 here. JW is still going to be winning that AWP. We haven't seen the double AWP setup coming up yet. We know they do run that on this map, but so far, stick to what's working, and then it's going to be the T's showing heavy presence towards middle once again. Not going to be rushing long this time, but Pasha is going to be facing.
Drop some damage as well, just like the last round. This time it's only 1 nade. So unlike Bialy, he survives with considerably more HP. Snacks looks now to approach the site. He actually lets Neo go first, and Neo finds a kill, so the bomb is much closer to the platform already, and they've smoked off towards CT, which means they've got to rotate back through Catwalk. As we've seen them do now, this is the 3rd time they've taken this retake approach, and Pasha's still out toward the long cave. Although Pronax is in pit, he can cut off Olaf Meister, so they won't be able to go for the 2-pronged attack quite so cleanly unless Olaf gets that kill, and does now. Bialy and Snacks, as well as Neo on this platform, need to buy themselves some times, but yeah, you're right. Fnatic's not even approaching this. 2 kits up, but they don't fancy their chances with low money.
When the bomb goes down that cleanly with no real frags exchange there, and it's just such a difficult retake for the CTs to even consider getting into that one. They tried.
Got great position, to get these exit kills as well, which is a better decision.
Well, considering they've got so much money in the bank, there's no point just throwing it away in an almost unwinnable situation. This is the best situation for them. Keep 3 men alive, and the AWP on Olaf as well. Snacks will survive there, but VP do get round number 2 on the board.
2 in a row, but again, 2 rounds where they've only kept 1 member up. Remember, Pasha did go down despite winning that first one, so their money is still extremely fragile. Fortunately, they're just starting to narrow Fnatic's down as well.
Yeah, you're right there. So we can have a look at the scoreboard there. JW stepping up. He had a quiet game in the first one, but he gets 13 frags after 7 rounds here. So stepping up with that AWP, definitely one of the maps he can be let off the leash, as it were. But let's see what it can do here. Another frag there onto Neo, picking off a player down to suicide. Neo caught out of position there, but Taz gets out of long behind blue box, and they find the kill onto Pronax as well.
Now they try and approach from long as well by getting this control against Pronax. It's the first time they've had it, but they've lost their second approach in Snacks on Catwalk. And it gives the rotation through CT spawn. Watch for the elevator boost. They're going to go ahead and throw 1 member up. Excuse me, as Bialy gets it, though. He spots JW. Good response from Flusha with the scout, but on the second jump. Those hitboxes so improved. Pasha's able to take his head off and bring it back to the one-on-one with Crims. And Crims right now is just waiting in dark spot of CT.
Yeah, he hasn't really got information as to where Pasha may be in terms of the bomb as well. So he's just going to be buying his time and seeing if there's an opportunity. This interesting spot he's utilizing in CT spawn. Pasha make faces as well as he drops down. So he comes out to this one-on-one. Here it is, and then Pasha does rip his head off with a fantastic shot from the AK there. Secures the 3rd round in a row for VP, and that does break down the economy of Fnatic as well. Gets them into a precarious position now. VP, after losing so many players themselves, don't have the greatest bankroll, but considering what VP... Oh, Fnatic actually buying into this round.
Yep.
Didn't see this one coming.
I think they know the same situation that we've just discussed, and the fact that Virtus.pro has lost pretty much everyone in all 3 of the rounds they've won. So even though it's a force buy, they can break Virtus.pro just as quickly.
Well, this is a problem for Fnatic, though. This is going to put them onto double eco, potentially. Neo going for that long face now with the AWP. Won't get flashed by that. Takes down Pronax and bringing the advantage towards the Polish side as they make 4 players towards long once again. Not really covering their flanks, and this shows that Fnatic can push and start the retake procedure early as Snacks will be leading the charge here and gets taken down from the back in JW.
Now they need to get onto this site quickly. Pasha has already made the cross, and he's got 1 kill combined it with Taz. And the site is open for business cleanly. Olaf Meister will try and walk up now from CT spawn. P90 in hand as well, but can't spray away fast enough to take down Bialy. You talked about double eco. The good news for them is that this will be the 4th loss in a row, so they will have a max round bonus following the next eco.
That's the thing. So let's see which money they've got. So we've got Crims now with the 5-7 in hand. You can see the guys did pretty much force buy everything they had into that one. So not going to have too much to play with. This is going to be 4 men surviving, 4 VP as well. And that is the 3rd round in a row for them. So they actually are getting back into this series pretty emphatically here. They seem to be doing very simple plays as well, as utilising the spawns they're having, going for those long picks. Neo not afraid to face the angles there. Didn't get flashed, took down the first kill to Pronax, and then just getting themselves up there. It's very simple procedure so far, utilising long and short as much as they can. And there's the money. They've got a decent loss bonus coming in, but they can't really justify too much more than some PT-50s and maybe some grenades here. Crims has gone for head armor, which is kind of interesting against AK-47s. Well, I guess he saved that from last round. Did he survive? I missed that. I assume he did.
I think so, yep.
Yeah, so there we go. I was going to wonder why he would invest into that, but there we go. He did survive with that 5-7. So round number 10, Neo with the AWP this time. They are changing that roll up a little bit every single time, but a CT pushing down to Xbox to be JW. Snack's not going to check it, so once again, they take that long control. Snack's going to be by himself on short. Does hit the player towards Robe and should take him down.
And Pronax did drop as the flash came in. Good need from Neo to catch out JW. They've also realized they're still pushing, and good response from Neo. Take down Olaf. Leaves Crims left alone, separated from Flusha. He does manage a good shot with the 5-7 to get Snack, so it's 1 gun dropped at least, and Neo is low on HP, so he won't be the one to go on the hunt. But getting Flusha, bomb going down, Pasha will do the honors, and Crims will drop. It's tied up again. 5 rounds lead and 5 rounds gone. It's dead even after 10.
Well, this is a chance for Fnatic to come back in. I wouldn't be surprised they went for the double AWP setup this time. After losing 5 straight rounds, you think, okay, we need to change this up, and there it is. Olaf Meister with the AWP setup as well. He normally goes towards the B site, and it means they can anchor him by himself on that site and allow themselves to work out where they're going to hit the 3 rifles. And it normally means they can actually show a bit more of an aggressive game as well. They can retake through middle faster. They can leave Olaf there by himself to just work out what's going on towards that bomb site. Neo will be AWPing for VP as well. So far, that actually looks like they may be going for a faster B play this time. They've been working long quite a lot. Neo just watching the platform and seeing if he can find out that he's going to find a CT flag is there.
And because of how much pressure they have put on Long lately, they double stacked it off the start with JW supporting Pronax. But as you say, they're going to try this B approach. Do get 1 entry at mid, which will allow them to walk onto Olaf, who's inside the site all by his lonesome, and he's going to get taken down despite 1 kill on Snacks. It does open the B side up, and Bialy's going to smoke off CT. I think Fnatic has already given him this up. Yep.
But no kits there. It was a very difficult buy for them. When they went for that double AWP investment, obviously that's going to be all of the money taken across the board there. And we saw Olaf Meister and Crims holding that B site. Unfortunately for them, they left middle open, which means the retake comes in. They're trying to face from middle from the B doors, and it's a very difficult kill if the T's are already out and halfway up the ramp there. So Crims came out, got taken down, left Olaf isolated on the B side. I said that could work out for them, but unfortunately for him, when you're getting pincered from both sides of the map, tunnels and middle, it's almost an impossible situation. Flusha does find a kill onto Bialy there, but the T's just trying to hunt. They know how fragile the CT economy can be if they do get these kills going in. Neo going to be facing towards CT spawn, should find this frag here, but Pronax gets one as well. It's going to be the last man remaining is Pronax, but he gets dealt with as well. Interesting face from him, considering he knows what the economic situation for Fnatic is right now, and that's going to be the 6th round in a row for VP. Firing all cylinders now. Once again, very loose gameplay from them, just going towards B, waiting for picks to happen. Saw there was a chance to get out middle, did it. B split coming in very fast, and pretty simple procedure from them. It's just that replay towards the end of Neo. Neo's last 2 frags. This is the face I wasn't a big fan of from Pronax. Just wanted to stay alive in that situation. But round number 12, VP hot on this rail of this one, as we see JW is going to be investing in the scout this time.
Yeah, tries to get that shot through the smoke. Snacks is going to push very quickly on the catwalk, but with 3 members there and 1 on his right, or rather left, not much he could do at all. JW does get the kill, and now Olaf's given the opportunity to fall back down catwalk. But as he didn't climb the stairwell, he was trapped in the corner. Gives Bialy the kill, and now a chance to walk onto the A site with the bomb. Flush is the only one that can do anything about slowing this down from CT spawn. But Neo's in a good position to spawn that. And look at Pasha. He's managed to walk out into B site undetected. Taz is going to take Flusha. Crims, though, was still in the window. He's the last alive.
This is when Fnatic needs to take one of their legendary pauses. After losing this many rounds in a row, Crims in another unwinnable situation, really. It looks like he may be going for something. He knows he has to try and get a kill or do something. This one, he hasn't got a kit again. I don't really know what he is hoping to happen here. And there you go, he's going to be retreating now. He's just hoping they were going to gift it to him in some sort of flash madness, but he dies. Well, that's a fantastic shot from him to take down Taz, but it's going to be in vain, really, considering the advantage VP have going into this one. 7 rounds on the board for him now. Fnatic getting that real dangerous situation. This is the time to take a pause and just work out what the hell is going on after winning 5-0 and then losing 7 rounds in a row. You can see the money once again. they don't really have much options apart from Eco. We'll go by do another force by P90s and Famases.
Keep in mind as well, Thorn did mention that not many teams this tournament have had that pause miracle where they win a lot of rounds. Fnatic actually did in the game against TSM in the first series of the weekend.
Nice shot there from Crims, but like I said, going to be in vain. And this time they will be taking Eco on the chin, saving that gun with Crims. And they've got the double AWP set up once again. Snacks and Neo and Pasha, this will be charging up short here. And the CT stack's got to be towards long, so this could work out perfectly for him. As the rotate's going to be timed well for the terrorists. They catch them crossing there. Pronax goes down. One more player on the corner. That's going to be Crims. Actually manages to find a kill, but he goes under a very low HP himself.
Fire's still burning as well, so Pasha's movement's limited. It allows Crims with that M4 to pick up a second kill. Important that he does. But no sooner does Neo strike back through CT, turns back. Flush has already arrived. He's low on HP, or rather that's Crims on 10, but Neo's downed in the end, so it's a 2 versus 3. A gun available outside the doorway as well. They're going to have Bialy go aggressive, and as a result of it, goes down, leaving his teammate Snacks with an AWP in a 1-on-2. Does find Crims early on, and now he's searching for the second player, not seeing him in middle. He should figure this out, that he's come from the tunnels, and JW has no kit, no armor, no nades, is going to try and take this fight as fast as possible, and that Molotov is going to be extremely crucial in this round because there's nothing he can do about it. Snacks holds on with the AWP, and Virtus.pro now have 8 in a row.
Yeah, looking incredibly strong right now. Everyone just committing and getting themselves into bomb sites, finding the frags there. Fnatic really are struggling. They did do pretty well considering they only had 1 gun there. Crims on the crossover, finding some 2 frags, but it wasn't quite enough yet once again. VP on 8 rounds. We can see the double AWP setup coming in, but this time they're mixing it up.
JW and Flusha.
Flusha and JW going to be rolling those ones. Let's see what setup they go for. I'm thinking they're going to be doing something completely different here. They're going for aggressive push. Pronax going straight up middle. How's this going to work out with this TT?
Got him.
Olofmeister takes down Bialy, and finally they get the bomb down as well.
Snacks is in good position, though, on the other side of the smoke. Not able to hit the shot on JW, so bomb is still in the grasp right now of Fnatic, and Pronax is still up close. Perfect flash, though, and Snacks walks through with 2. Tech9 looking for more, and that nade might just catch JW as he is low, and it's a touchdown. Triple kill from Snacks. And Flusha and Crims, when this started so well, now have to clutch out a round against 3 Virtus.pro members.
Wow.
And they don't have anyone right now on the A site. Flush is on catwalk, so he can turn back and try and control the situation, but Crims is way over toward middle. I'm sure they'll put a smoke here any second. Virtus.pro, no, they actually want to peek this, so cross over cleanly and leave the AWP with Snacks in an angle that can cover off Crims as Flusha now does try and go for this retake before the bomb goes down. They pick up 1, it gives them a chance, but it goes the other way, and now surely it's going to be the 9th round for Virtus.pro.
Absolutely. That real fast mid-aggression coming from Fnatic looked like it was absolutely perfect. They get the first 2 frags, the bomb goes down, then all of a sudden, Snacks comes alive with a double AK kill, touchdown grenade to finish things off, and Crims once again, the final man remaining, does pick up an AWP, but this looks like it's getting very frustrating now for Fnatic. You saw the look on their faces in the bottom left.
And Taz is going to, oh, no, not get it. Crims was ready for it, but go on the hunt nonetheless. They're both going to go now. Snacks knows exactly where he is. He's going to approach tunnels in the same direction, and Pasha's lurking behind as well, but Crims has already crossed over, so Pasha won't be able to spot him immediately. He actually does hit Snacks, and it's a battle of no scopes, which eventually ends with the USP from Crims. Does Pasha get there in time? No, Crims should be able to just hold on to this.
Just about, yeah. So now round number 15 now. Maximum loss bonus after losing 9 rounds in a row. Look at that on the scoreboard. That's absolutely nuts there. So Fnatic going into this game so strong, but this nice, fast, loose gameplay from VP, utilizing that form they're currently possessing, and Snacks and Pasha once again be picking those AWPs. It's kind of interesting how they swap their roll up pretty much every round. We see Neo AWP this half as well. They'll be going for the bang through the door here. Won't be able to do anything with it. Damage being taken by Bialy that time. No CT's actually down. JW does have the AWP going into this round.
And JW get that smoke out in time to discourage a fast push from Virtus.pro on that B site. Pronax again towards Pit. Has managed to control long using a smoke grenade as well. But Snacks is walking out middle right now completely for free, and he's going to find Olofmeister. No smoke, and now he'll cover the left. He has another chance as he peeks toward window, first to fire back through CT and cover off his teammates who now look toward catwalk, and Snacks is going to get JW first before doing so. Crims now segregated from his 2 teammates, left alone in B as Pronax desperate to come back down from long. Pash actually kills Bialy as they line up, but regardless, Bialy did take Flusha beforehand, so it's an equal trade if you want to look at it that way. Crims pops out unexpectedly behind Taz, but doesn't matter. Virtus.pro Down 5-0, take 10 straight rounds from Fnatic on dust2.
If you talk to any top player these days, they'll tell you CSGO is a complete game of confidence, right? You see Snacks there, pretty unorthodox stuff, walking out middle by himself at the AWP. He just knows he's hitting everything right now, goes out and just finds a CT player there, and it opens up the map. The CTs get confused, they're rattled at that stage, and one of their strongest players, Olofmeister, going down. It puts him in such a precarious position there, and that's VP 10 straight rounds in a row. That's going to be such a huge factor in terms of the mind games going into this one. Just talking about the form of this, Fnatic win another pistol and only get 5 rounds on the board for themselves, so that's going to be disappointing for them. They looked like they'd kind of bounced back and worked out what the problems were. They didn't take a pause at all, which was interesting. We talk about that Fnatic pause a lot, but this is the show I'm talking about. Snacks just knows what setup they're presenting to him pretty much every time, walking out, finding 2 frags, and yeah, pretty convincing stuff there. Pasha was 16, Bialy was 12, and Taz only with 3 kills there, but it doesn't really matter. When your team are hitting shots like that and running around the map, low frag count doesn't really play a factor there, but only 3 for him. That's kind of surprising considering the score, but Fnatic looks very frustrated, I think is the right word. I was looking at that bottom left camera, just seeing what the reactions were to some situations.
This is what they've looked like all weekend. That's the thing.
Especially that fast middle take they did. Finally, they've got something to adapt to this one. And surprised them.
That flash, though, was what made the play for Snacks to be able to pop back out and nail that.
But it's not over yet. Although Fnatic looked weak towards the end of that half. 5 rounds, definitely workable. They're going to be starting on the T side now, so 3 sets of armor for them. I assume Flusher and Crims will be going for the utility player, which they do. Smoke and Molotov for them, respectively. Let's see what they can do. Snacks pulling out the Julies.
Yeah, that buff that they recently got during that last patch.
No kit.
But with the smoke, yeah, puts them down to 0 with exactly that. No kit. 3 sets of armor, as you said as well. Crims, though, they're looking very quick toward this B site. It's only Taz that's here so far. Quicks to flash himself in. With that smoke, does he try and pass them within it? He gets the first kill, but it's answered by JW. And Flush has taken Pasha from middle as well. They do answer back with Bialy getting him, but it gives up B site already. And as you said, no kit, and it's a much harder site to get back into. Olaf's wise to the fact that Neo could be on the flank, but Snacks goes down to JW so quickly. Is this going to be 4 for 4 in pistols right now?
Definitely.
It's impressive stuff considering the scoreline.
I think VP getting a little bit overzealous there, a bit too confident, but Bialy's going to be the last one remaining. He should get taken down here. I don't think I've ever seen a pistol round where the CTs don't even consider buying a kit. Taz actually with a really nice play. He had the perfect weapon for that scenario. Smokes down the tunnels, has the 5-7. That's the weapon you want when you're going for a full spray down. Does a lot of damage, but only if you manage to find one. He could have done better in that situation, but JW, 19 frags. And considering the scoreline, I wouldn't have thought he was doing that well, but that's going to be exactly what Fnatic needed. Will VP be buying into this one? I think they may have learned their lesson perhaps from D-Train. Not going to be fully buying into this. They get some Desert Eagles, and 2 players with the armor, but they do save some cash. Looking forward to the gun rounds here. So Olofmeister gets one control. Should get a frag here. Does some very decent damage with the Neo, but got to get a kill. The rest of the guys make their way into the B-bomb site, and Taz opens it up.
A good response as well from Snacks to take down Flusha, so things look good already to start off this force by this deco round. Olaf does get back to Pasha, though. Bomb still dropped inside those tunnels, so they'll be able to prong that back into their possession. Olaf's also evaluating the situation over on A, and Neo is low on HP, but he hits another Deagle shot, and now things look very good for Virtus.pro. Still a minute to work with. Fnatic's gone all the way back to their own spawn, so they can try and open the map again. Start over, perhaps, but disadvantaged. Pronax needs to find a way to use this AK perfectly as Neo evaluates and assesses that long cave, goes back toward platform. Snacks is going to hear this footstep and placement right now from Fnatic inside middle, and he knows that at least one has gone to catwalk. Good call for Neo. The problem is that if they rush him quick enough, they can still get the bomb down, and Pronax does find the first kill on Bialy. Taz is low on HP as well. It's still not done, but Taz gets back into it as he has picked up the rifle early, and it's left to just Crims. And Virtus.pro with 10 rounds without a pistol on the first half. If they take this eco as well, they're going to be in an absolutely perfect position to move on and take this map.
We've got Neo now, 19 seconds remaining. All he has to do is delay Crims, just make sure that bomb doesn't go down. Doesn't even have to get the kill. Just slow him down, make him try and hunt for you.
Crims gets it, though, and that does give him enough time to try and get this plant. Snacks is going to try and deny it, going for the jump shot, but he peeks it. Crims gets aggressive, forces the issue, and I don't think he's got it. I don't think he had time. It's down to 1, and it's done. Virtus.pro get it.
Crim's going to be so disappointed with that one. Did everything he could and actually played the scenario great, but just giving himself 3 seconds to plant. Of course, you need 4 to get that bomb down. 1 second separates Fnatic winning that round. And VP with a huge deagle play there. I'm not really sure how many kills flew in. We can see it from Taz's point of view now. There's the first frag coming in. Snax chimes in with one himself. And then we saw Neo on the bomb site with a fantastic 1 dig. 16 HP, taking down Olaf. That's absolutely fantastic from them. And another second round buy from VP working out.
Crim's able to at least keep the AK-47, but it's going to be Tech 9s and P250s to go with it. Bialy's already controlled long as well on that initial push. Snax went down to 16 HP, meanwhile, in mid. So he retreats to the comforts of the B site with Taz. Neo's actually given up middle as well and gone back towards the A ramp, so he can help Pasha in this position. As the flashes now do come in from long, 4 players going to approach him. Bialy is ready for it, but gets dinked up on the first one. This decreases his chances significantly of being able to pick up more than 1 kill. Combine that with the flash, and Fnatic do get him. But Prash has responded. He's worked down this alleyway, and he's in great position, a forward position. Olafmeister's found Neo off site, but Pasha still needs to find this, and Olaf's gotten in because of it, which does now give them access to the A site. 2 versus 2. Olaf still with the Tech 9. There's no gun toward the platform itself, so they'll swap Pronax to go for the plant, and Olafmeister picking up the M4. It's done. They work it out, and Fnatic answer back.
That's a huge round for them. Obviously, they need everyone they can get here. So that force spy coming in, they had the AK save from Crim's, got the Tech 9s out, and managed to do some damage there to VP, taking long control, getting those kills, and then getting the bomb down in that 2-on-2 situation, taking down Snax, who's low HP. We can see a replay now. Pasha did pretty well here to actually stay alive and pick up 2 frags here, but it wasn't quite enough as he gets taken down by Pronax. And now we're going to round number 19, Virtus.pro. Forced by Manera, has got the scout, and Taz takes a lot of damage there from Flusher, who's with the same weapon.
Yeah, massive tag as well. Pasha's going to get aggressive, hold behind the barrel. Give him some cover where he doesn't have armor, but it is an open position, so they're quick to walk in on top of him if multiple numbers do come through, and Pronax, Crims, and Olafmeister are all toward that position of the map, although Olaf and Crims are looking to exploit middle. Yeah, it's
going to be another touchdown. You can see the HP of VP now. They can't really do too much of this. It's Fnatic just buying their time and making sure they don't make any mistakes here. Olafmeister may get the kill there, makes his way up short, doesn't actually commit to that mid control.
Olaf's going to walk though and try and get toward Neo, who's on the jump spot. AK in hands, flash to drop over the edge and hopefully hold off anyone in CT, and now he looks toward the site where he will find the shot onto Bialy. And Snax dropping as well does give them a free A site. Question is, how does VP even want to respond? Potentially just look for exit kills. Neo's going to set up to do so with the scout, but watch for Olaf to push through. As Pronax takes down Pasha back on A. Good jump shot though from Neo. Does catch off Olafmeister, but JW is going to follow up with the Galil. 2 members left, both hiding inside of the B site. Taz with a deagle. It's not the biggest deal in the world to lose these weapons. However, I say that and look at the money. They're still all on just under $2,000, so they won't have much in the next round either.
Considering the mountain they've got to climb here, they need to make sure they stay alive, as many guns as possible here. They have saved 2 AKs, flush with that scout as well. The thing is, Taz picks up an AK himself, Neo surviving, so that's going to help out the CT economy. Let's just see where their money lies this round. So they can't really justify a buy here. They're going to have to take another eco here, but they do get an AK and a scout to work with. I'd like to see the rest of the guys commit to the eco, and they don't need to force into this one. They still have the advantage in this second half. There's a replay coming in. This is with the jumping shot, I assume. Yeah, nice little headshot from him. But here we go then, round number 20. Fnatic finding some footing into this one. JW up there, AWP now. And Flusher still with that scout. The rest of the VP guys have got the AK and some deagles themselves. Let's see what they can do. A pretty standard setup. 2 players towards middle. Just going to be Taz towards B by himself. And Fnatic once again is waiting for any CT aggression that may be presented to them as they leave the bomb outside the B tunnels towards T spawn there.
Snax has taken damage within the first 10 seconds of the last 3 rounds. Every time. Slight annoyances. This time it's only a minor amount. 72 left, but he went down to, I think, 16 2 rounds ago. Right away.
And now the bomb's rotating through through T spawn, sorry. And I'd assume they're going to go for a long retake here.
Pasha though, yeah, Pasha's in good position. If Olaf doesn't read this, he's already approaching cautiously. Pasha with the P250.
Flash over, surely.
Well, exactly. And they have to He has to hit pretty much all headshots in that position with the P250. Like you say, it's not the 5-7 flash goes in. Pasha does pick up one, but it's responded. It's traded, and now they've got control of Abe. Neo to respond will walk back down catwalk. Try and hold from platform, and it's a quick rotation. So Virtus.pro trying to contest this before it gets too close to a plant position. Smoke off to cover the cross, though, and Neo's still on top of this. Sight does turn around with a scout headshot as well into Crims. Beautifully placed. He goes for the jump as well. Hits another Pronax, in fact, member of Fnatic, goes down to 27 HP, which allows Taz then to go for the boost and the kill. And now Olaf Meister gets back into Snacks, but it's still a 2 versus 2, and the bomb's not planted. JW with the AWPs on 28.
The pressure's on as well, 10 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. And JW, though, gets Taz. It's going to be Bialy trapped. Olaf gets him back, an immediate trade. So it comes down to one member in the end, and we're going to have a pause here because, unfortunately, Pronax did leave us.
That's a really close round. So Fnatic managed to keep control of that one. Like I said, 10 seconds remaining. Bomb not going down. Could have gone either way, I feel. But finally now VP gets some decent money. We'll be able to buy into this one. I'd assume they're going to get the AWP out themselves. And there it is. So Neo's going to be winning it this time. And then...
What? Okay, interesting.
What confused you?
Well, Pronax was in and out of the server so fast, it was almost like... I don't know. I don't know if it was a drop or a tech issue or not, but...
I said no Steam log on, so I think it's just a quick disconnect. You get straight back in. So yeah, round number 21. This is where VP get one of the first full buys going into this one. So now, Neo with the AWP hasn't got much utility to work with. Flash going over normally means you may face, but not going to jump over just yet. So we can see he definitely set up towards long doors there, just rattling shots through. But Fnatic going for that fast mid push. Horseman towards CD Spawn, not going to give them much cover. But
it doesn't matter because Crims is already around the corner and Pasha's not in a position to punish anything for it. And as they go in the window, Crims has already found the kill and Fnatic get everything. Pasha drops in CT as well. Neo finally gets back into one with the AWP. But as soon as the guns come back up, Fnatic answer with another round. With only 2 players alive, they have to look to save this. Bomb goes down and it's getting really close now as Fnatic looking to break the economy one more time and pull this back to 10, potentially 11 after the eco. I'm going to go hunting for this, knowing the situation. Bialy is able to pick up at least Pronax, but Fnatic, they'll be in an okay situation. Not an amazing situation money-wise, but good enough at least to afford taking the gun out of Virtus.pro, knowing what it does to them.
So Fnatic going for that very fast B split there. It actually works really well sometimes. You know how the CT set up. Most teams will play 2 players towards B at the very start of the round, right? And you can get that running smoke towards CT spawn. Unfortunately, Fnatic, they actually messed that one up a little bit. It didn't matter, like you said. No CTs were even aware. Tactic that fast to be coming in. Crims going through the window, finding 2 massive frags there. It's a replay perfectly timed there. And we come in. Crims, nice spray control to finish it off. And that can be a problem for the CT setup sometimes. And it's going to push them onto a full eco here. They have got some Desert Eagles, but nothing really else to play with. And Olaf Meister reading this perfectly with the Mac 10. He becomes the recon player towards long. Probably going to flash him out. Yeah, it is. And now you can see what's going on. They get the first frag. Bialy don't have to answer back, though.
Does answer back, which slows the push considerably. Nonetheless, just due to the trade. And Pasha's still here, so still a chance for Crossfire, but he needs to go sooner. And as he walks out, his teammate's already gone, so Crims can turn back on him. It was a slight mistiming, which leaves it now in a 4 versus 2. Snacks and Taz. Taz able to at least pick up one with that deagle against Crims. He's lost his teammate in the meantime, and he's also considerably low on HP with 33 to go. Trying to play the gap in the smoke. Goes aggressive on the peak again, but Pronax is there, and we sit to 11-11. It's tied back up. Fnatic on their T side looking much better than they did to start things off.
Absolutely, looking very strong now. I think that's 5 in a row for them. As we go into round number 23, you can see once again the AWP came out for VP. This time, Snack's going to have a go of it. Double orb setup, so 2 for them. This could work out pretty well. It's one of my favorite dust2 setups. I think it's, like I mentioned before, same reasons for Fnatic willed it as well. Olaf had trouble towards the B bomb site. Will VP able to get around on the board now? It seems like Fnatic really have got themselves back into this and finding their own momentum. And there's the first pick. Snacks needed to do something big just to give them that advantage going into this round, and he does it. Headshot onto JW. Huge scalp to take, considering the deficit they're in right now after losing 5 in a row.
And JW's been complacent. He's been in that spot for 3 rounds in a row. Hasn't been opted against him, so good read by Snacks. He knows he's been there again because he took damage from that exact position 3 rounds in a row, as I said, so getting that first kill is crucial and is going to force Fnatic back away from long as well as Neo comes down to support Bialy. Flusha and Crims are going to take the long rotation back toward B. Olaf's been sitting in the tunnels, keeping control, keeping watch of Snacks and Taz. But with Crash and CT as well, it's a decent positional hold right now. They've got a lot of support to cover off the split if Fnatic can even afford to go for it, because at this point they're down to 3 members. Snacks hitting that first shot from the AWP on platform. And they're still going to try this. As the smoke goes out, covers off on the stairwell, allows them to at least push in, but now it's just a shooting gallery, and if Snacks lines them up correctly, it doesn't matter if there's smoke there or not, and a third as well. Flusha goes down, Snacks eventually will fall, but Taz closes out the round. 4 kills for Snacks and Virtus.pro. They get one back.
Yeah, they needed a huge individual performance there just to kind of get them back in this. And then Snacks facing JW. It's an audacious play, but when you're hitting the shot like that, why not? He gets 4 after that as well. So big performance for him, and they're going to keep rolling with the double AWP setup. JW answering back, and this could be the round that breaks the Fnatic economy. If VP take this one, it's going to put them within touching distance of series points here. So here we go, round number 24. Once again, he goes for that phase, but this time JW gets towards the bottom of Suicide. Long take coming in from Olaf Meister. Gets himself in a nice position. Actually will find his kill, I think. There it is. Bialy goes down. Nice play.
Yep, this gives them a lot more options. So they, instead of grouping up in tunnels as they intended to do, go look back towards Catwalk, but it's answered now by Neo. So before Pronax considers the entry, he's already lost his second man. JW, though, that's big. It's back. And now they can split the A site with Neo down. And Pasha left alone on top of the platform is going to fall to JW as well. So the op with 2 kills has the same effect, and keep in mind, Virtus.pro did just reset a max round bonus, so 850 and 150 for Snacks and Taz right now. They've got to hold on to these weapons.
Yeah.
And if Virtus.pro are aware, which I'm sure they are, they'll go on the hunt. They'll lead it with JW.
Yeah, they just need to save these weapons now. They're going to get $1,400 going into the next round. So Snacks saving that AWP. You saw what the individual performance he can bring out of that. So him saving it does give them a fighting chance going into the next round. But Fnatic there, very loose and fast play, making sure they utilize the spawn. Olaf Meister getting to the blue box before the CTs even had a chance to work out what's going on. He saw the smokes going down as well. Nice little headshot for him. Neo responded, but then the CTs fell out of position. The rank went in favor of Fnatic there. So now then, we go to 12-12. This game really has been a back and forth affair. JW will save his AWP as well. May find the kill here. Actually goes down to Snacks. That's a big kill to take, considering he saw the Fnatic money was low. So JW could buy the AWP now, but this time he actually can't get armor or anything else to go with it. So that's actually a massive kill to happen at the end of the round. Let's see how he will respond. Will he go for the AK, the safe bet? He's not going to do it. So AWP, no armor, no grenades. As we go to round number 25, and this is the scout coming in from Neo as well. We saw how strong he can be at the jumping shots. dust2, definitely one of the most viable maps for that weapon. And he's going to be going towards long with Bialy as well. Snacks facing down towards mid, but that fast B play coming in. And Neo opens it up with the scout headshot onto JW.
It's perfectly placed, but that B push almost caught VP off guard. Taz was not yet in the site. And there's already the bounce smoke to cover off the back angle that Snacks is trying to hold, or was trying to hold from the window. Gives them more of a chance to just walk into the site. As soon as they attempt to do so, though, there is a flash on the stairwell as they go. Taz is above them on the box. He's going to wait this out as he spotted. Olaf sees him, but now he fires in. Crims is able to respond fast enough, and Pronax has bomb, but not contending with Pasha. Nice nade from Crims, walking through the door, though. Pasha only gets the one, and Crims will put him down in the end. It is still a favorable situation for Virtus.pro in the fact that bomb is dropped, but Crims hits another shot. Neo getting very aggressive. So it's a one-on-one. Again, though, bomb's still not in Crims' hands, and he's not yet sure where Bialy's coming from, but he knows now with the timing to turn back, and Bialy holds on. And that's big for Virtus.pro because money's not in their favor, and this game is slipping away slowly.
Crims with 4 kills there. He's playing out of his mind that round. I think he currently sits on 25 kills. Neo making an interesting decision to face the bomb site, actually waiting for his teammate. They could have pincered that and actually made that a much more favorable situation for themselves. But look at the Fnatic money now. VP on 13 rounds. Really are close to getting the series in their favor, but Fnatic have forced ball into this one. Tech9s and an AK. Pronax with the AK. Not sure that's the man you want with it in this current situation, but he gets taken down nonetheless. 4 on 5 now.
They push a cat, though, from Bialy. It only gets 1, but Pasha's right there to follow it up. So they drop bomb again. Not that it matters in this position. Fnatic will quickly be able to recover it, and Flush has already done so, but more significantly, they've lost 2 men, and that's just going to try and pinch further. He catches Crims, which now lets Taz walk through the doorway. Really good teamwork from Virtus.pro and fast play to counter out what Fnatic's been throwing at them.
Yeah, they went for that force buy. Like I said, I'm not sure why he wouldn't give the AK towards Crims, who's playing absolutely amazing right now. Pronax, pretty quiet game. Flusher as well, having another frustrating one. 8 kills for him in this series. After 26 rounds, he's got 8 kills. It's been very quiet, but VP definitely in the driving seat right now. We can see they've got 2K on the board. Fnatic taking one of their pauses, but what can you really do with this money? You've got one more round before VP get to match point here, and
they have to save here as well.
Well, this is the thing. Do they? They could
it
potentially.
Is Fnatic, that's true.
They could go for the Tech9s, but as you said, like Snacks playing the way he is right now, hitting all these AWP shots, it'd be very difficult to actually work out how you're going to break that down with the Tech9s. The only thing I can really think of, go for a very fast mid to B split once again. They saw how that worked out for them, didn't have any confrontation.
But that's been changing. Pasha's actually
Well,
been,
that's the thing.
and with Snacks with the AWP, he's already looking at mid initially, but Pasha's been playing with a bias toward that mid position, knowing it's been an issue. Long, yeah, okay, the last round Fnatic did pick up was due to the fact that they got long control and Bialy went down, but for the most part, he's been holding it quite well on his own, so it's not like they need the 3 members on A.
So their tournament lifeline, the tournament life on the line,
On the
I should
line,
say.
yep.
Yeah, that's the saying.
Yep, and 2 maps as well, and a map we thought was an easy shoe-in for them.
Well, they did start off very strongly once again. 5-0 in favour of Fnatic, then it all fell apart 10 rounds in a row, but they came back in the second half, and they have made it very competitive indeed. Just these last few rounds, the economic situation falling out of their grasp as VP pick up some key rounds there. Snacks definitely brought them back to life without picking up the AWP and getting that 4-man. Crims, had he won that one-on-one situation, could have been a different story right now. They could be the ones on 14 rounds, but wasn't meant to be. Round number 27 is coming up, and you can see they're still working out how they're going to invest in this one. 2K across the board. Just even if they went for the Tech-9s, they wouldn't have much to work with in terms of the actual utilities available to them. So this is one of the pauses we see so many times from them. At the majors and dust2, they did the same thing versus Envious, bounced back, and somehow won the game. Will they be able to do the same thing? Unpause coming in now.
Yep. 20-second freeze time in
They're gonna be
PGL,
going
by
for
the way.
some P250s. So that's all they're going to decide to go with this one. They're actually going to play the long game and go for the draw. Well, go for the draw. Obviously, you can try and win the round. You can try and win the round with P250s.
But no, the thought is exactly
Exactly.
stay strong for the end rather than have a weakened economy now just to try and steal a round away from Virtus.pro. And speaking of, look at this mid push again. So this mid-bleed split you're talking about may not even be possible. Not only that, Taz is getting ever closer to Crim's position, and Pasha's right there as well. And they'll take the fight to Fnatic before they can even establish a presence toward long A as intended. Nice shot by Snacks as well on JW. Stylishly pops out through the double doors. And it's just Pronax left. It is going to be map and series point for Virtus.pro. And Fnatic have to come up with something brilliant when the guns come out this round.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, we saw VP. We see him do it on Inferno a lot as well. When you know the other team's going to be eco, show a very aggressive round, knock the other team on tilt, don't even give them a chance to execute what they had in mind there. And it can be so powerful. That scoreboard on your screen right now. Pasha stepping up pretty huge. 26 kills for him on the other side of the map. Flasher on 8, Pronax lagging behind as well, but here we go, this could be it. Series point for Virtus.pro, 1 round away from meeting TSM in the grand final. 5 AKs coming up for Fnatic. Looks like 3 players heading towards the B tunnels here. This may be the B split we're looking for, and it's going to be Snacks going towards third B, misses a shot there, and actually will be going for the reface as he falls back now.
Taz is actually getting himself in a decent position inside that B bomb site as well. Slightly different angle than he's played every time so far. See if that's just enough to throw the curve and catch Fnatic off guard. As Crimson JW sit inside mid again, though. Pasha's got that bias. Yeah. He is here to support, and Snacks not yet able to spot Crims. We'll at least see the smoke come out. The position from Pasha means that they've got to at least push forward slightly further before he can spot them. But Pasha's at least there and be able to help the AWP player, and Snacks, who's now going to take his attention back over toward B and support Taz. And the flash comes out, smoke's there. Does Snacks even fire into this? He's done it before, but this time doesn't have the same information. He is going to spot the player as he walks in. Luckily, just gets behind the box and doesn't get caught with the nade out. But Fnatic's thought better of this.
Yeah, they got completely smoked out there. Olaf had an opportunity to find a kill, but when that smoke got dropped, isolated from his team, just had to get out of there. Now mid setup, staying true now for the CT as Fnatic look a little bit lost right now. They've got 3 players towards mid, but not really any control on the map whatsoever.
Neo's still holding on to that scout, but he's playing from that car position. Yep, they got to go. This is going to be a commit. Mid-B split. Again, Pasha's there, but he's smoked this time. So now it comes down to Snacks, who's managed to pick up 1. They will at least force Taz back in the site, but Pasha's going to come into this any second and will. Above the smoke, he takes down 2, and it'll wrap it up. Virtus.pro are going to the finals against TSM, and Fnatic, they'll bow out in 3rd place of the event.
Wow, really interesting scenes there. That last round, a really smart play from VP, just utilising their smokes perfectly, holding off Fnatic as long as possible, forced that mid to B split coming in, and we saw Pasha's position. That's the dream position you want to be in. When that split comes in, they didn't even check as they ran through. And unfortunately, Fnatic there, it just seemed like a few of the players on train didn't arrive, on the dust2 as well. We had some very quiet fraggers as well. Huge performance there across the board for VP.